Good morning, everybody. Waiting on Amy to join us. I'll be right back. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Spent some extra time in front of the mirror, I see.
Hair day.
Ah,
Hair day.
it's hair day today.
It's hair day. Air day.
Hair day.
Yes. Are we running news?
Yeah, I'm going to run the news here in just a second.
Perfect.
It is Pizza Wednesday today. Woo-hoo!
I know I already thought about that. Isn't that weird? How I already am thinking about the fact that it's your family's pizza night.
So are y'all going to start Pizza Wednesday at your house?
Heck no.
Come on now.
If I fed my family pizza once a week, they'd all have a stroke.
But if it was homemade pizza with different ingredients every week,
that would probably be better.
That's what we do. Pizza Wednesday ain't the same pizza every week now.
We're just not like pizza
I've
fanatics.
seen y'all
like
at remotes don't even play.
Huh?
I've seen every one of y'all at remotes tear a pizza apart. Don't even try.
Yeah, we like pizza, but we don't like it enough.
From the Hometown Lender Studio.
I'll be right back.
This is WECB Headland Dothan.
Some music, please.
On Dothan's Country. B1053.
Happy Hump Day, Wiregrass. I'm Lisa Sicasio with your hometown news leader headlines. The Alabama Department of Public Health is reporting over 2,100 cases of coronavirus in the state. 39 Alabamians have died due to COVID-19. Over 14,700 people have been tested. This means just over 85% of test results have come back negative. In the Wiregrass, Houston County has 25 cases. Pike County has 14. Coffee County has 8. Covington County has 5. Both Henry and Dale counties have 4 cases each. Barber County has 3 cases. Geneva County is still the only county in Alabama with no positive cases of COVID-19. By the end of the week, all Wiregrass Transit Dial-A-Ride buses will be temporarily suspended due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The buses will stop running after close of business tomorrow. The suspension will be in effect from Friday until April 30th. Patients who have recovered from coronavirus are being asked by American Red Cross to donate their plasma. The American Red Cross says individuals who have fully recovered from COVID-19 have developed antibodies to the virus. These antibodies may help patients who are seriously ill recover. Here in the Wiregrass, you can donate through the Life South Community Blood Center. They are open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. during the week. From your hometown news leader, I'm Lisa Sicasio, wishing you a wonderful Wednesday.
This Channel 4 news and weather update brought to you by Dixieland Metals. Make your first roof your last with Dixieland Metals.
We're starting out today, a lot of cloud cover, turning eventually partly sunny here later on this afternoon. A high temperature once again in the middle 80s. Look for this afternoon and evening to feature more of those pop-up showers and thunderstorms, primarily after about 3, 4 o'clock this evening, continuing into the overnight. We're partly cloudy again on Thursday, a high of 87 degrees. Our front comes through Thursday night and Friday, cooling us off as we head to Friday and Saturday with highs back in the 70s. From the 4 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist Evan Chickvera.
I was just saying good morning to Carl, Wayne, and Vishnu, all the way from India.
Good morning, guys. Vishnu, good morning. Hey, Wayne. Hey, Carl. Hope y'all are having a wonderful morning already. Vishnu, a wonderful afternoon for you. Oh, my goodness. Coffee time.
You're dang right. You're dang right. How you like your coffee, guys? Let us know in the comments.
Vishnu, do you drink coffee in the mornings? It's afternoon there, so Vishnu may actually be drinking something different than coffee.
They may have tea in the afternoon.
Yeah. Hot tea. I like hot tea. There's a new hot tea that somebody introduced me to called
Are you talking about me? Because I'm a hot tea.
called David's, I think it is. No, not Dave.
Oh,
Hey,
Andy.
Angie. Good morning. We're
Way
getting
like
our
you're
own
black
little
and sweet.
breakfast
All
club,
right.
right? We're getting our own little breakfast club now.
Yeah, we are.
All of our usuals logging on and saying good morning. Oh, y'all, today, real important. I'm going to have 2 COVID-19 patients on with us this morning. Good morning, Karen. I'll tell you all about it.
Hey, Karen. Good morning.
It was interesting. The doctor's appointment yesterday for the baby girl. Might not be long, guys. She was actually having some contractions yesterday afternoon. And she was only half a centimeter. But
B1053, B1053. It's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. So glad you could be with us on this Wednesday. In case you've lost track of time, it will be Wednesday all day long today. 72 now on your all metal roofing and siding weather radar. We're doing the safe distance.
Yeah, distance.
We're doing the safe distance morning show with Amy broadcasting from her living room in Wicksburg, and I'm here in downtown Dothan doing my thing. Good morning, Amy. How's your Wednesday so far?
It's wonderful. Got coffee, got up this morning, feel pretty good. No fever. Check
That's
my
good.
fever.
That's
Are
good.
you checking your temperature each
I
day?
am.
Okay,
I am.
good.
We have
I'm
we have the
actually
old baby thermometer. You remember the one you stuck in the ear and it beeped?
Yep.
That's what we're
Me
using.
too.
Yeah.
Checking every morning and every afternoon.
Mhm.
I was going to let everybody know, coming up at about 7:25, 7:30 this morning, we have 2 COVID-19 patients or people that have been diagnosed. I'll say that neither one of them got sick enough to have to be admitted to the hospital, which is all the more reason I wanted to have them on air with us this morning to kind of go over how they even figured out that they had
Sure.
something going on, what
Real
kind of
quick, Amy,
symptoms.
are they considered recovered now?
No,
No, they're still
they're
infected.
they're still within. Now, one of them might actually be through her 14-day quarantine. The other is getting close to having her 14 days covered, but still in lockdown.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about that, and we're
Should
going to
be
talk about.
interesting this morning.
Yeah, I wanted to have them on simply because so many for different people, it's happening different ways,
Sure.
and
Well,
to
because
find
nobody
out
knows how it works, really. We're just kind of learning as we go.
exactly how you got it or
Mhm.
even what symptoms are, because they're so different for both people. We're going to talk with them at about 7:25 this morning, so make sure you're with us for that.
That's right. You can join us online this morning and every morning on Facebook and on YouTube. It's B1053 on Facebook, and on YouTube, just search Wiregrass Radio. It's 2 words. Click on the live link and you will have us. It's Pollard and Dave in the morning. This hour brought to you by Mark Dunning Industries.
Good morning, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. I'm going to go share. I'm here. I'm just going on my Facebook page to share. I hope you guys do the
I
same
need to do
thing.
that too.
All right. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna do that,
let's
right?
everybody go do that right now, all
Like
at
I'm
one
still
time.
here.
Everybody go share this live link, and let's see if we can get a bunch of viewers this morning. Oh shoot. Y'all say hello to Vishnu. Vishnu is on our live stream this morning all the way from India. I'm
Super
curious,
cool,
Vishnu,
y'all.
how did you find us? How did you happen upon our live stream? That's a question I have for Vishnu. It's always so cool to like meet people from, all different places in the world. So we're all going on our Facebook right now and hitting share of the live stream.
That's what I'm doing. So you're smart. You're using your phone, but I'm having to old school it on the desktop. Okay, and click on the share button. Share now. Boom. All right. I've done my duties.
You are doing your duties.
Michelle. Okay, so Vishnu just did a nice little search, and then boom, there he was. Well, we're certainly glad you found us.
Yeah. So what did you search for? Like
Listen, all right,
crazy
Vishnu,
country
careful. She's
people?
got 100 questions, and they just don't ever stop. As soon as she asks one, they're a new one.
Whatever. Yeah, because I want to know. Like, what were you searching? Country radio or I don't know.
I don't
Just
know.
curious what you might have been searching for. Let me see if I can find my share button. If you have the video up, where is the actual share button?
The what?
The share button. I'm trying to find it on.
Okay, so you on Facebook, you go to B1053, click on the live. There should be something like right around where my
that's what it
finger is, where it says
Hold on.
live, and you'll see like a still shot of me wearing this shirt and you wearing that shirt, and it started like 4 minutes ago. Click on that, and then you should have like a quarter of a
Found
screen.
it.
And now at the very bottom of the black box there, it says share. Click on that.
Got it.
Then at the very bottom option should be share now public. Did that do?
I got it.
Look at you. I'm
Y'all
so proud of our little girl. She learns more and more every day.
Technology is not my thing.
Hey, Lena,
Talking,
is it
however.
Lena, I hope? Good morning.
I love the way Dave just goes, "Hey, good morning. What's up?" All in the middle.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, well, I mean, if I was at the mall, it'd be the same thing, right?
Yeah. Isn't it weird that we can't go to the mall right now, y'all?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're making them all. We're making them all right now.
Yeah.
Oh, this backwards mirror effect is just killing me.
It is different.
Yeah.
Because like when we point,
yeah,
I'm pointing one way, but it's actually I should be pointing
like if
the
I wanted
other
to
way.
point to Amy, I've got to point towards, where you sit, Amy? In real life here in the studio?
Yeah.
If I point there, I'm pointing right to you.
Yeah. My normal seat in the studio has been vacant for 3 weeks
because
now.
on the screen, you're over here.
You're right. Right. It's like all of this.
Oh, it's so funny. How many guys has anybody done any video conferencing like we're doing right here? It's so funny. Every time I've seen it, everybody starts going.
Yeah.
Every single time. It's so funny. Or I saw one yesterday where everybody was passing their pet over. And so like I'd have my dog and I'd pass it this way. And then Amy would pick it up and it would be her dog and she would pass it over to
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find that and I'll see if I can find that.
That's a cute idea. We should do that.
It's kind of cool. Or you didn't have to do it with pets. You could do it with like a chip or something. Here, have a chip.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to show it. Everybody that's on this live stream, I'm going to have to show you a video. One of my dogs, I have many dogs.
Too many dogs.
But yeah, I have a lot of dogs. But one of my dogs has this obsessive thing that he does with like when I'm laying in bed at night, if I have the covers like just like pulled up to here, but my face is not covered or anything like that. He comes up to me with his nose and he starts picking up the covers and starts literally covering me up. Like, but if I pick up the cover and I cover
Jason
my
Aldean, Luke Bryan, it's the only way I know. Good morning to you. 72 now, clouding up
Hey.
pretty good on your all metal roofing and siding weather radar. What?
You just like, I'm in the middle of telling something.
Well, you're talking to one group of people, and I'm talking to a different group of people right
Yeah,
now.
but see, now the big group of people can hear what I was telling. You got to warn me before you go live
Well,
like
let me
that.
clue you in. Since you can see what I'm doing, when I put my headphones on, I'm about to start talking on the radio.
No, see, I'm actually on another screen right now.
I can't help that.
I'm multitasking, so I didn't see you put your headphones on.
Well, in
Just
case you didn't know, Amy is broadcasting from her living room in Wicksburg. We're doing this whole streaming audio video thing on Facebook, on YouTube. Make sure you get on there and make sure you share it and like it and subscribe to it and join us every morning, because until this thing's over with, that's the order of business for Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. Right. This hour is brought to you by Mark Dunning Industries. So what, pray tell, did I interrupt you telling the folks in the on the stream?
Yeah, if you're on our Facebook live stream or the YouTube live stream, you are hearing a story. I was telling them, I've got this dog that is obsessive with because my babies sleep with me, but I've got this one that at nighttime when I'm holding the covers like up close to my chin, but I'm not covered fully up with my face or whatever, I might be reading.
You got to have the cool air. I understand the whole science. Yeah, I get it.
He comes up to me and he gets his nose and he starts like rooting up underneath my covers, and he's trying to cover up my face. Left.
He's trying to bury the rest of the bone.
I reckon. I don't know what he's doing. Y'all, it's so weird. It's like, but if I pick up the covers and I cover my face, he'll stop.
Yeah. Now, which dog is this?
This will be Jack.
Jack. So let me ask you about Jack. Have you given him a treat such as a bone? And does he take off? Does he bury it? Is he a dog?
No, he eats it immediately.
Okay. He's not a barrier. So I wonder why he's kind of trying to bury you. Did you spank him one time and he's trying to make sure you're gone?
No, it's almost like he's like a caretaking thing. Like he's trying to protect
you in.
Yeah.
Snuggling with you. I got it.
So weird. But I've got that video. If you're on our live stream, I'm going to share that with the folks on our live stream just to let y'all see it, because it's
so much fun.
So crazy.
This is a whole new world for Amy Pollard, y'all. She gets all fixed up and gets ready for the video presentation.
Okay, but wait a minute. Did I dress up every day when I came to work anyway, even when I wasn't on video?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Thank you very much.
Tell y'all, when are you going to dress down for us so everybody can believe me that you look just as good dressed down as you do dressed up?
So are you talking about dressed down or no makeup, no hair? Because that ain't never going to happen.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like when you just throw it on because you got to go.
I might do that Friday.
That's what I'm talking about. A little t-shirt, a little ball cap action, maybe ponytail through the back. You know what I'm saying?
I might do that.
Loosen up a little bit. We got your Friday free-for-all coming up this Friday from Mr. Mattress. That's going to be a hoot, y'all. And Amy, I kind of carried it solo last time. I believe you're going to have to sing it all by yourself this time.
I'm not happening. Not happening. Y'all. Hey, coming up in just a minute, we're going to play some early bird trivia. Y'all get ready. Yeah.
I take it you have the question the way you asserted yourself on the.
Well, I definitely hold on. I'll grab one for us for sure.
I've got plenty. I always have one. You know I do. But y'all, hey, Amy hates my questions.
I hate them. They're usually.
I'm just being honest. Stupid. She hates my questions. She hates them. She hates them with love, but she still hates them.
We're going to do at.
Well, that was really sad, Ricky. John Prine passing this morning. I'll play that straight.
I did see something about that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm updating my my page. I'm so excited about our guests that are going to be on with us this morning.
Mm.
Because y'all know me, I'm always like, I don't know, inquisitive. It's like Dave says, if I ask one question, I ask a
Oh,
lot.
she's got 30 more ready to go.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering when we have these two patients on, or they're not patients because they're not in the hospital, but two people that I know that were diagnosed with COVID-19. How are there any questions that y'all would like to have answered? Like, because there's a lot of people that have a lot of questions and want to know, like, specific
Wow. Hey,
things about
Tiffany,
it. So,
did you
do
see
what?
that, Amy?
What?
The power just blinked on and off.
At the station?
Yeah, you didn't see that? Please, anybody who was watching this morning, did you see what just happened?
I'm telling you. Okay, you go ahead and tell them. That building is haunted. Is
Oh,
it
look at
not, Dave?
that. You think it's
Okay.
haunted? I think it's haunted.
It's haunted, it's haunted, it's all the above. So
10
what the
seconds,
power
Amy.
just like
I'm about to
completely
start on the radio in 10 seconds.
okay. He's trying to be smarty pants now, y'all.
B1053, Pollard and Dave, Kelsey Ballerini, and I miss me more. Good morning to you, 622. Hey, thanks to this streaming stuff, I don't get to miss Amy. I get to see her every morning, and you can too on the B1053 Facebook page. You can also check us out on the YouTube. We've got folks from all over the world tuning in to Pollard and Dave. Vishnu from India is watching this morning.
I
and
love that.
We got Lena from Newton. I mean, worldwide.
Yeah, it's
I
so
don't know what
cool that we actually have folks. Yesterday we had Vishnu from India who is back
Mhm.
on with us today.
That's
And
right.
then yesterday we also had
Anthony
someone
South
from
Africa.
Africa,
Mhm.
South Africa. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's actually just cool.
Well, they
How this
couldn't
whole
tune in
thing works.
regular radio wise. You know what I'm saying? The only way they could have
Right.
heard us before was streaming on iHeartRadio, which you can do if you want to
I was
listen
gonna
to the
say.
music while we're doing the music on the radio.
Not just iHeartRadio. You
just
can also
confused
go
myself.
to b1053.com
You can stream
and
right there
stream
too.
the live stream there so you can actually hear the music too. It's all really, really cool. Some people put the music stream on one device and then they actually log on another device on the Facebook live stream or the YouTube live stream just so they can see the chatter that we have in between songs.
Right.
Really cool.
Right.
All right.
All right. You ready to
If
do
y'all
this?
are ready, let's go. It is 6:23 right now. Let's go ahead and play some early bird trivia. Got the rooster in full swing this morning. He's
Yeah,
up
we
and
do.
at it. All right, so it's bragging rights this morning
Oh,
for
really?
the first person through.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're not giving away dinner right now because the
Yeah, we
restaurants are
can't send you
closed.
anywhere. Yeah.
So, 7 out of 10
Mhm.
college students experience this at some point in time while they're in college.
7 out of 10. So that's most college students experience this. Now, finish the question out because I got wrapped up in how
No,
many.
that's it. They experience this at some point while they're in college.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
How famous is our radio station?
Did somebody just ask that?
Yeah, Vishnu did from India. That's hilarious. How
Vishnu.
famous? We are the most famous. According to us, we are the most famous radio station.
Vishnu, do you think we should be famous? That's the question. If
That's the best
Vishnu
trivia
in
question
India
right
loves
there.
us, then everybody should love us, right?
We are absolutely the most famous, at least within a city block of this radio station. We are the most famous.
Vishnu, we are not famous at all. Nobody even knows who we are. Nobody. But we think you should tell everybody about us, Vishnu.
I think so too. That is so funny. All right. So what is the trivia question again?
the trivia question today.
7 out of 10. Yes.
7 out of 10 college students have experienced this at some point in their college experience.
Okay. That's a
Career.
fair question. A lot of us have college kids or about to go to college kids. So we're probably thinking about what you're asking already, aren't we?
Yeah. And I would say this. My son was in college 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
University of Alabama.
There you go.
And I will tell you that he experienced this every week, according to him.
Really?
Every week.
Every single week.
Every
he
week.
was
If
broke.
you just yes!
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, my goodness. I got it right.
Yes.
Wow. Well, now all you got to do is be caller number 10. We'll pat you on the back.
See, Dave, well, here's what we're going to have to do. Since they can't win anything now.
Refrain from guessing is what I'm going to have to do. I got it.
Yeah,
All right.
because it's all about letting them have fun and trying to guess.
I was getting nostalgic for 3 weeks ago. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. But the truth of the matter is, if you would have asked my son every single week, I'm broke, Mom.
Broke.
I need some money. Week.
Can I bring the laundry home? I'm broke.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have groceries, Mom. I'm broke. Can you transfer some money to my account?
Oh, my
every week.
It's Pollard
there
and
you
Dave
go.
in the morning, and this hour is brought to you by Mark Dunning Industries. Vishnu just cracked me up, man. I know
Vishnu,
you weren't
we love
trying
that.
to, but it's kind of a competitive thing, radio here in the United States, and you know.
Truthfully, Vishnu, we are not in a big city.
Mm-mm.
We are in a very rural country kind of city. It's not big city, and our
You wanna
population
flash
is
your
not real big
Morning.
where we live. Good
How can
morning.
I help you, buddy?
Oh,
Oh,
sorry. I thought I was calling in for the.
that's funny. I just answered it, man. What did you
Let
think
him
it
take
was?
a guess, though.
The question?
Yeah, what did you think the answer was? Because unfortunately I got it right guessing it on the air. What did you think it was?
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even have a chance to think about it.
Well, how are you doing, man? Is you being well out there? Taking care of yourself and your family?
Yeah, I'm headed to work right now.
Oh, yeah? Where are you working today?
Southeast Health.
Oh, wow. What are you doing at
Oh.
Southeast Health this morning?
I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse.
Well, please tell him I love him.
How is it out there? Amy, I got a nurse from Southeast Health called in this morning. You want to talk to him real quick?
Absolutely. Hey there, what's your name?
Hey, my name's Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, I just wanted you to know how much I appreciate what you're doing, being on the front lines. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys doing well?
We are. The administration's doing a really great job. They're keeping us informed daily of everything that's happening, and they're doing everything they can to keep us protected.
That's wonderful. I know that it has to be in the back of your mind every day when you go home. You know, have you been exposed or, you know, are you seeing symptoms? We're going to have 2 patients or 2 COVID-19 recently diagnosed people on the air with us this morning at around 7:30. And it's just knowledge is everything. And what you guys are doing to keep everybody safe is so important. We truly love you guys for what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
Be brave,
Be
brother.
safe and stay tuned in when you're not working, darling.
Oh, definitely.
All right, Brandon.
I appreciate it.
You
Y'all have a
take
good
care
day.
and give everybody
You
our
too.
love there at the hospital, all right?
Will do.
All right,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Bye.
Yeah, that's so awesome, y'all.
Oh,
I know it just makes your heart like you
yeah.
just
'Cause
my heart
I tell you
goes
what,
out.
Honestly, I can't see myself doing what he does.
I was gonna say,
Can't do it. Can't see myself.
y'all, listen, I don't know how to describe it. Like, am I just a selfish person? Or because it takes somebody that is so not selfish to do what they're doing. I'm not gonna lie. To put someone else's health and someone else's safety above your own
That's
is
tough.
like so admirable. And being a nurse requires that, especially during times like this. Like you have to put everybody else's well-being above your own.
Mhm.
So incredible people are nurses and doctors and anybody really in the medical field. So if you're working or listening this morning and or watching and you work in the medical field, we love you. Hats off to you for what you do. Good morning,
I can't.
Tiffany. Yeah, Vishnu, maybe that answered your question about us being not famous, because we are not famous. We tried to be famous. It didn't work.
We're just ourselves here at home, and that's the best thing. We're kind of friends with our home.
Yeah, pretty much at home people know us. But good morning, Jennifer. How are you guys? Everybody get ready to have your cup of joe with us. Cup of coffee. Thank you. Vishnu said, thank you. I got my answer. Vishnu is viewing in India. And then most all of our people that are commenting here. Good morning, Terry Parnell. Are local people. I do know that we've had some from Arizona tuning in. And the more we share the video, the more we have people from out of state and out of our area viewing. So y'all please get on and share today. How about this? Let's get a little idea, Dave. Let's come up with something that we can do for a winner. We're going to get everybody to share this live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And then we choose a winner chicken dinner, that we can do something special for. Something special with our live stream. Something that they
I could put together like a CD prize pack we could mail to somebody.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have we got any stickers?
Oh, no,
like
I got something. Y'all ready? Hold on.
You got 30
seconds. Show you. Don't go anywhere. Hold on. Okay, 30 seconds. Hold on. Look at my hair. Hold on.
Mine. It just gets weirder and weirder every
Good
day.
morning, Mary.
Hey, Mary.
We love you. Okay, I have an idea. We're going to talk about this just a minute. We're fixing to get
Red Young and his latest catch with Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. It's 72, mostly cloudy right now in downtown Dothan. That's on your all-metal roofing and siding weather radar. We've actually got fog to the north of us, Amy. I just thought I'd let our folks in Troy and Clio know where we're most famous up there.
Yes.
In the Eufaula area. They're under a dense fog advisory for a little while this morning. So be careful if you've got to get out on the road, and you probably shouldn't be right now, but if you have to, take care. There's going to be some fog in your area. Amy, don't forget, we've got this big Mother's Day promotion coming up, Mom's Day Out, where they can win a day at the spa for Ma.
So
how about that for some
you
poetry?
Did.
Yes,
no,
I did.
Listen, we're so excited about it. Dave, let's mention our sponsors.
Sure. We got Massage Envy, who's donating an entire day off at the spa for Ma and her bestie. What? We're getting flowers and we're getting dinner for two. It's going to be awesome. It's Mom's Day Out from Dothan Glass Doctor, Dothan Blowpipe, and Massage Envy.
Yeah, we're so excited about it. And we're going to start getting you qualified tomorrow. I love ya. Tomorrow. Don't do it. I know what you're about to do. He's going to get the crickets. I know it. Whatever. I knew it. Whatever. I don't care. I never said I was a singer. God gave me the talent to talk, not to sing. And you know why? Because if he'd have gave me the ability to sing too on top of that. Y'all wouldn't have been able to tell me nothing. I'm just saying.
Right, like we can now.
Okay, so we're getting good morning in Eufaula. Hey, Kellogg. Michelle in Eufaula in the house. Y'all make sure you check in, put a comment, let us know where you're at. Vishnu right now. Vishnu he's got the top spot for the farthest away.
That's right. All the way from India.
I don't think anybody's going to beat India.
Morning, Ashley.
If you're from way far away, you need to comment where you're from so we'll know.
Anyway, the qualification begins tomorrow for Mom's Day Out, right?
Yes. Okay. So that starts tomorrow. We're getting you qualified on that. Okay.
Yeah.
But we're about to start a contest. Graceville in the house.
There we
Thank you,
go.
Jennifer. We're going to start. What are you trying to do?
You keep chasing squirrels on the chat. Focus on what you're saying.
Listen, Linda. Okay. Here's the thing. So we figure if we can get everybody to share, if you are on Facebook Live or you are on our Wiregrass Radio on YouTube on the live stream, we want everybody sharing. You got to share it to your personal page, this live stream.
Okay.
And when you do, we're going to put you in the running for a Pollard and Dave prize pack.
Nice.
Now,
I like it.
The cool thing about this prize pack,
Mm-hmm.
it has something in it that you can't get anywhere. Anywhere.
I think I know what it is because you're a stasher. You're a hider. I know exactly what you're talking about.
My morning show partner knows me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you know, Dave, what I'm about to say?
Because you're a schemer and I've been around you too long.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Tell them what it is. It's not toilet paper.
No, you've got a Pollard and Dave t-shirt stash somewhere.
I do have Pollard and Dave t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll put together a little prize pack and we'll mail it to you if you're our winner. So got to share this live
and
stream.
tell us where you're from. And that way we'll know what to do. It's Pollard and Dave in the morning.
Yeah. Wow, look at
you. So funny. You are so funny.
You know,
hey, Dave, this is what we're going to do. Hey, Jennifer. And then we're going to, hey, Angela from Bonifay. Yeah. I love Bonifay. You know, they got sweet stuff in Bonifay. And I was like, Amy Pollard, you are chasing squirrels on the internet.
Yes, I am. That's why y'all love me.
You got so distracted, we forgot our morning sip of coffee.
Oh, we did. We forgot our morning sip of coffee.
You got to get your devotion. We'll do it right.
Hey, Lena. Good morning. Jennifer, thank you so much for sharing. Drew, what's up? What's up?
We'll share our sip of coffee.
Mary Allen, good morning.
Amy, we'll share our sip of coffee right before the devotion.
Yes, sir.
You see me throwing you a bone right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got what you're throwing down. I'm picking it up, honey. I am picking it up.
Awesome sauce.
Okay, so y'all can go ahead and put comments on here. We got 2 COVID-19 diagnosed people, friends that are going to be on with us this morning a little after 7:20. So if you have any questions that you want to know coming to someone that is dealing with it right now, then make sure you post those on the side.
That's right.
A friend from Tampa. Really?
I haven't heard anything about that. That does not sound right at all. Hey, girl. Hey, what about hey, guy or hey, Dave? Come on, throw Dave some love now.
They don't love you.
Duh.
Okay, Terry, I see the question that you've posted. Hey, Drew, Stacy, Nikki, thank y'all so much. Terry's basically saying, Dave, why don't you mention what Terry's saying while I get it ain't time for my devotion.
It will be. By the time you've chased 16 squirrels, it'll be time.
You're right. You're so right.
Terry, look, your best bet is to go to trusted news sources. And I haven't heard about what you're saying there, but before I even was to even consider worrying about it one way or the other, I would check 4 or 5 different news sources that I trusted just to see.
Okay.
And thank you, Julie, and Jeff. Thank you, man. Thank you, Drew. Thanks for sharing the love. I'm sticking my tongue out.
Hi, Jeff.
Yeah. People do
love
you.
Thank you, Jeff. I saw your comment. Thank you so much. Okay. So a couple of days ago, y'all can laugh at me if you want to, but a couple of days ago,
Hey,
Good
Lee.
morning, Lee. I love you, sister. I told y'all a couple of days ago that there were people
Happy
that were gonna
anniversary.
come up with some crazy
Hey, Michelle.
things for face mask, right?
Yeah.
Dave just about fell out in the kitchen floor when I made a mention of my daughter's about to have a baby next week, and that I was seriously considering getting some of her diapers
Uh-huh.
and making a face mask with it.
Angela, thanks.
Dave about fell out on the floor. Now I want to show y'all something.
Oh, Lord.
Somebody was listening to Amy Pollard.
Really?
Look what they did.
There you go. What's
That
wrong
is
with
a
that?
that is a baby diaper
Yes, it is.
on his head.
Whatever
Now
works,
then,
right?
now then, how crazy is Amy Pollard?
Oh, she's crazy. Oh,
I'm
she's
crazy.
crazy. No, look, on the scale of crazy,
But
1 to 10, you're 9.872.
that's right. And can be 10.72 in about 20 seconds. But I'm just telling y'all, that right there, I'm telling y'all, diapers will work. That right there,
Yeah,
it's just proof.
it sure does.
See?
Hey, happy anniversary.
This old country girl ain't dumb.
Hang on a second now. So I'm trying to do this. Drew Crutchfield, wife and he are celebrating their 3rd year anniversary.
Kelly. Kelly said, can you imagine what size Ron would need for his head? They ain't got that size. It would say hungry hippo on the package. Hungry hippo head size. Some people do need bigger diapers than others. I'm just saying. But that will work, y'all. That seriously would work. How many people have not tried this yet? And they're in.
It depends, according to your friend.
And it's actually kind of cute.
Look what your bestie Kellogg put down there.
He needs a depends. I know. There ain't no baby diaper gonna work on his head. Just saying. Terry said she can't believe she's up this early. Girl, we are up every morning this early.
Like this now.
Every morning. Yeah, so y'all gotta if you click if you're on Facebook, I see a lot of y'all. Hey Julie, good morning. I know. Julie says, don't give anybody any ideas. They're already struggling to find diapers. But the diapers are more plentiful than the masks are. And for the people working these front lines, sister, they got to have something. Yeah, Angie said Ron would have to have Depends too. So I'm sitting here just thinking, we're up every morning this early. So if you're watching on either the Facebook Live or the YouTube live stream, y'all make sure that you hit the subscribe button on YouTube and like the page on Facebook, because that way you can make it to where you get notifications so that when we go live, it'll remind you, it'll go ding when we come up in the morning, and you're going to be like cracking that eye going, oh, that's Pollard and Dave. Too early for that. My alarm started going off at 4 a.m. this morning. And I ain't even going to lie to y'all. I hit snooze 3 times.
This morning?
I hit snooze 3 times.
Did you, for real?
Yeah. Why? I hit snooze 3 times. 54 watching on Facebook. 54. We need 100 more.
Yeah, we do.
I'm telling y'all. Hey, y'all help us see. Let's do this. Let's get 100 people watching on Facebook this morning. Okay. Let's get 100 people actually watching. And we might play a crazy song.
Okay.
We might do something crazy.
Something crazy.
But remember, everybody that shares our live stream this morning is actually going to be in a drawing that we're doing for a Pollard and Dave prize pack. And I'm finna show y'all something. Hold on. This is just going to be one thing that's going to be in the prize pack, and we're going to mail it to you. So if you hadn't hit the share button, here's the thing. Why don't you go ahead and hit the share button, and then in the comments, tag 3 of your friends. Like, just type their name, like tag them in it so they'll know about it and they can be in the drawing too. about that. So we want you to share it and then make sure that you're tagging 3 people. Because Vishnu is
TJ.
watching in India and he was wondering if we were famous. We're not famous yet, but if y'all go to sharing, we might be.
Are you
Dave,
ready?
I'm getting ready, but I got to go get something. Y'all hold on. Talk to him, Dave.
Okay. Good morning. We must be famous. You're right, Brother Ricky. Hey, good morning, TJ. Julie, of course, good to see you. Yeah, we'll do Mustang Sally on Friday during the Friday free-for-all from Mr. Mattress. I sang it solo last week because Amy wasn't here. We got to figure out a way for Amy to do the singing of the soloing of the song because, all right, I'm just being honest with you. I'm a okay singer, but I'm not really good. You understand what I mean? I think you do. This is me stalling for Amy. Hey, girl. I was
What it is?
fascinating. Ask anybody. My conversation was lightning quick and fascinating. Hey, Lindsay.
It was lightning quick and fascinating. I'm kind of all in one. I'm
All
scared.
at the same time.
Okay, real quick, y'all. If you're sharing,
I'm going to do a quick break. Are you ready? You ready? You ready?
It ain't
I
6:50.
told you. B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. And Dirks Bentley, am I the only one watching Amy on the internet? I don't think so. We got a contest going, y'all.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're on our Facebook live stream, you're watching, you got to share it and tag 3 people.
Right.
Share it and tag 3 people, and you're going to be in the running for the Pollard and Dave gift pack, which does include this right here.
Oh, Lord. You're covering up my face. Now you're covering up your face. Now you're only showing my face. There you go. There you go. All right. Nobody can hear you talk through the t-shirt. All right.
I wasn't talking.
Oh, sorry. I'm not used to that.
I wasn't. I will knock you. I will knock you out. Yeah. So we are going to put Vishnu's laughing. We're gonna have to put you in the running. We're gonna do this with some CDs and maybe some other goodies. We'll put together.
We need to find a sticker.
I ain't got no sticker.
I think I might find a sticker up here. We might have one stashed around up here somewhere.
Yeah, we'll make it a nice little gift pack for you,
Sure.
and we'll mail it to you.
There
And
you
it
go.
don't get no better than that.
That's right.
We're gonna mail it to you
before we put it in the mail.
Michelle said she loves the t-shirt. Make sure you're tagging these people, as in tagging their Facebooks.
That's right.
So that I'm getting it ready, Dave. This is how we're gonna give it away. We're gonna do a drawing sometime. What is today?
It's Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday. So we'll draw for it. We're gonna give them all day to share it because you can watch the playback.
That's right.
And share it. And so we'll do that and we'll give it away tomorrow morning at 7:15.
All right.
Sound good?
That sounds like a great
y'all
concept.
share.
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 You don't have to just do only 3 people. You can share it once to 3 people, share it again to 3 more people.
Good morning, Jerome. Good morning. Love you guys. I hope y'all are staying safe over there. And all corona free. We all need to be corona free.
That's right.
We've got 2 corona people that have been diagnosed with COVID-19 that are going to be on with us video. You're going to see them live on video this morning. One is still in quarantine. I don't know about the other. I see that, but the other was recently diagnosed, and they both have very different symptoms.
Good morning to you. It's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Going to have a good time right here, especially if you're watching the stream on Facebook or on YouTube. We are broadcasting in good social distancing. Amy at her home studio in Wicksburg. I'm here in downtown Dothan, and we've got a contest going on. But before, Amy, you chase that squirrel down that hole. Let's have us a sip of coffee, okay?
Everybody, on the count of 3, we're going to do a cheers and a sip. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sip. Mm-mm. That's good stuff, right?
That's good coffee right there, y'all. Good stuff.
And if you
All
don't
right.
drink coffee, hot tea,
Sure.
milk, whatever you got, we don't care.
So what you got?
Alcohol, whatever
Well,
it is, you
it's
feel
5
like you
o'clock
got to.
somewhere, isn't it, girl?
Listen, I don't drink alcohol, but I know some folks that do. Hopefully, it is not 5 o'clock in the morning and you're drinking alcohol. Okay, so ton of stuff going on this morning. We got a contest going on right now. We are Facebook Live. If you
Mhm.
share today's stream and tag 3 of your friends, then you are going to be in the running for a exclusive. I say exclusive because nobody has these T-shirts.
Nope.
A Pollard and Dave in the morning T-shirt, and we're going to make up a nice little gift pack, and we're going to mail it to you.
Right. That's right.
Because we do the whole social distancing
We're
thing.
cool like that.
Doesn't matter where you are, where you live. Right now, we've got Vishnu on, and Vishnu is all the way in India listening to
Mhm.
us this morning.
That's right.
So I think Vishnu right now has the longest. He's got the most miles in between us for sure.
That's right. That's right. All right.
So,
It's 72.
Share.
Yeah, share. It's 72 now. It's cloudy outside. Good chance of rain throughout the day. Throughout the week, nothing crazy till later on in the week, but today, about a 30-40% chance of rain. But sunshine. It's going to be a good day today.
Did you get some rain last night?
Yes.
I did too.
It watered
It was
my
nice.
weeds. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. We needed that for sure.
Mhm.
All right, it is 6:52, and you know what time it is.
Daily Devotion, proudly brought to you by Saliba Construction and Southern Outdoor Sports on B1053.
And of course, Southern Outdoor Sports, y'all, my favorite place to go for all of my hunting gear. Y'all know I picked up my muck boots there that I wear in the deer woods. Turkey season in effect right now. A lot of people doing some turkey hunting, and they have the shotgun, the Benelli that you might be looking for. They've got all your outdoor grilling equipment because we know you're spending quite a bit of time with the family right now. And they have
Mhm.
curbside service. So you don't
Nice.
get out of your car, pull up, tell them what you're looking for. They go in and get it. They can do it all outside at the curb. So there you go. Southern Outdoor Sports in Dothan. Today, let's look at 2 Corinthians 4:6. For God, who said, "Let there be light in the darkness," has made this light shine in our hearts so we could know the glory of God that is seen in the face of Jesus Christ. Do you know others who are unable to see and accept the truth of the gospel? Pray that God would make his light shine on their hearts so they can come to know the glory of God. It is only through Christ that we are able to find freedom and salvation. I so need one of those shirts. We'll wear it all around Auburn. What? Auburn? No. Watching in Napier Field. Yes, thank you so much, Melissa. Y'all all tag and share. Tag and share. Dave, I sent you the emails last night
Yeah, I
of
got
the
him.
2 people.
I
Okay.
got him.
We're gonna have
Yeah, road
Brittany.
right there.
Yeah, don't show those. Don't show those. Thank you.
I didn't. I was just
We're gonna
showing
have
you that I did it.
Brittany on with us, and then we're also gonna have Constance on with us. Brittany
Thank
is
you, Terry.
local.
War Eagle
And
sister.
Brittany is local, and Constance is in New Jersey at the epicenter of what's going on with COVID-19. So it's going to be so awesome to have them on. And y'all, really and truly, the reason I wanted to set this up is because I've spent an extensive amount of time trying to talk to people and get information, knowledge about what they've been going through or what their symptoms were. And I feel like so many people are getting COVID-19 and don't even know that they have it because it's so easy in a lot of cases to dismiss the symptoms and not really even know that that's what you have. And so for me, passing along knowledge, I feel like knowledge is key and it's wisdom. And if you have the knowledge to kind of know what you're looking for, then You might, I mean, if it helps save one person, or if it helps, because naturally what we're finding out with this is the sooner you can jump on it, the better it is for you. A lot of people are recovering and like doing really, really well, and probably going to consider doing the plasma donation so that they can help people that have it in a more extreme um, case. And unfortunately, until we get to where nobody's dying from it, we need to continue gathering knowledge and information and researching it, and learning better how we can deal with future cases of it. Because I truly do feel like it's going to be like the flu, one of those things that continues to affect us. And going into the fall, it could be something we're looking at right right away again. So the more you know, the better it's going to be. Yes, Kelly, Southern Outdoor Sports. Oh my gosh, their fishing selection is off the chain. Their lures, their rod and reels, saltwater or freshwater. I see my nephew doing quite a bit of testing out his lures and stuff in the goldfish ponds and stuff. So bring him over here, let him do some fishing. Aaron, is my boy watching? My son is probably watching this morning. He has never, ever, ever watched me do my radio thing. So y'all say hello to Aaron. He's probably going, oh my God, that's my mother. Don't, oh, she's embarrassing me. So what we
He'd
want,
be right.
oh, whatever, Dave. So what we're wanting everybody to do is share the live stream. We are on YouTube Live. Share, click the subscribe button so it notifies you every time we do go live. Share that live stream. And then if you're on Facebook, make sure that you are sharing this live stream and tagging 3 of your friends, because you are going to be in the running for a Pollard and Dave prize pack that we will mail to you, because we're practicing social distancing. And the package includes this t-shirt right here that you can't get anywhere. How about that? See? You will
Yeah.
be so cool wearing your Pollard and Dave t-shirt. We've got people tuning in. We in India, we got people in Arizona, we got people South Africa. It's crazy.
We'll have some folks in Jersey probably today.
Yeah, because we are going to have Constance on with us in New Jersey, dealing with COVID-19, pretty much in the epicenter of where this is still just raging. And we're going to get a firsthand view from her on what it is, how it is dealing with it in New Jersey. And then also we will have Brittany, who is local, also recently diagnosed with COVID-19. She's a nurse. So there again, it's that much more important to thank the people who are working the front lines, y'all, because I'm telling you, every day they get up and go to work is a day that they are exposing themselves and a family member to COVID-19. And I'm telling you, it takes one heck of a unselfish person to do that. And it means a lot to us. So if you're watching or listening,
I'm glad they're okay, mainly.
yeah.
That gives me comfort that that we can survive this.
Yes, for sure. And that's another reason, y'all, honestly, why I wanted to bring them on, is so that y'all can see and hear for yourselves. It is very serious, but it's not all death, and it's not all doom and gloom. It's serious, and we need to take it serious, and you're going to hear that from them. But it's more important to get across after the point that we don't want people out and about spreading it. The second most important thing is to know that it's not a death sentence, that there are people recovering from it every single day.
That's right.
And I wanted to share that there is a positive. There people are recovering, and we're seeing the numbers for recovery going up every day. So it's important to hear from people that are actually recovering from it. Jeff, you have one of those famous Pollard and Dave t-shirts. Your wife stole it. What? What? You can't let your wife steal your Pollard and Dave t-shirt?
Mm-mm.
How does that happen? Listening while you're at work at Lowe's. Thank you, Kay.
Thanks, Kay. Hope you guys
Um,
are staying safe.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to say. Not just the people that are on the front lines in the medical field, the front lines being the grocery stores, the places that have to continue to operate so that we have the essentials we need. And you guys are just
Pharmacies.
as courageous.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Pharmacies. All
Yeah,
kinds of
pharmacies, grocery stores. Kay, thank you so much for what you're doing. I know. Have you seen a difference in what's going on at Lowe's? Like, is there now that the new state mandate came down, are y'all controlling the number of people that go in the store now?
It's a great question.
I know Walmart is. I was wondering
Mhm.
if Lowe's was doing the same thing. So we are just at the top of the hour, 7 o'clock, with Pollard and Dave. If you are listening live or watching live, thank you so much. This hour brought to you by our friends at Covenant Care Hospice. If you need hospice care or a family member does, I'm here to tell you these guys are absolutely phenomenal here in Dothan. Covenant Care. Jeff, he said she looks better in the t-shirt than he does. That's a good reason to let her steal your t-shirt.
Good save, Jeff.
Sure.
Good save, brother.
So are y'all sharing the live stream, tagging 3 people? That's what we want this
And
morning.
you don't have to just tag 3. If you got more than 3 friends, you can tag whoever you want.
Yeah, for sure.
Whoever you want. Or you can do it in groups of 3. Do the first 3, then do the next 3. See how far we can spread this thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't see the numbers.
I can.
So
I can't see the share numbers. I can see the currently owned numbers.
okay. We need to get 100 currently on. Y'all need to share with everybody because right now with the COVID-19 guests we're gonna have today, definitely worth sharing so that they'll be able to hear and learn as well. I also would love for you guys during the segment to be able to post your questions that you might have along the side so that they can see it. And also we can, try to get answers that you might need. I don't know if y'all heard about this or not. I'm sorry, babe.
I just said, hey, Laurie.
Oh, I don't know if y'all heard about this or not. It's kind of making me think, not so much, but Major League Baseball is actually talking about starting the season back up in a empty arena. Obviously, they can't have spectators, but they're talking about having it in one facility, like out in Phoenix, and putting the players up in hotels so that they can still do the social distancing. So they'll all be up in different hotels or whatever. They'll come, they'll play the games, they'll be separated. They can't all be in the dugout.
It's Pollard and Dave in the morning, 4 minutes after 7 o'clock. This hour is brought to you by Covenant Care Hospice. 72 now on your all-metal roofing and siding weather radar. I did just post our morning sunrise on the B1053 Facebook page. Not much of a sunrise today, but the clouds moving fast. Looks cool.
Okay.
We're going to go take a look at that.
It is Pollard and Dave, and we are asking you to share our Facebook live stream. Go to B1053 on Facebook. Share the stream this morning. We've got 2 COVID-19 guests that will be on with us this morning via the live stream and, of course, on live radio. We're going to be talking with them about their symptoms, what it's like living with COVID-19, and what their advice is for you. We are one is actually Constance, who is in New Jersey in the epicenter of the actual breakout of COVID-19. And then one who is actually here locally, Brittany, who is a nurse who is going to be sharing with us. And the thing about it, y'all, is 2 completely separate set of circumstances and symptoms. And then I'm combining that with a family member of mine in Texas that was actually diagnosed. All 3 of them had completely separate symptoms. So it's going to be so important that you are tuned in and listening at around 7:25 and watching the live stream so that you can see them. And we're going to learn from them because knowledge is key when we're dealing with an epidemic. And we're going to do all we can to get you the information you need. And of course, if you have questions, you can post those in our actual chat section on the live stream.
All right, stick around. This is going to be a very interesting hour with Pollard and Dave in the morning. Right now, we're going to pay tribute to someone we lost. John Prine passed away due to complications from COVID-19, a great singer-songwriter, and he wrote this for George Strait.
East Alabama Motor Speedway, Michael Patton. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining in with us, the voice of East Alabama Motor Speedway.
You're right, Brittany. But see, that's when you've got to make the right decision and not go to that place. If you see people not minding the rules,
thank you, Carl.
You got to get away.
Brittany says, I work in Dothan at a convenience store, and there's still so many people that come outside sick. Still, why can't they stay home and keep us safe? Baby doll, I completely agree with you 100%. That's part of why we're doing segments like we're going to do this morning, is to help people to understand, because you're going to be hearing it from two people that have COVID-19 or just getting over it. And if we don't do our part, y'all, we're going to be dealing with this for months. And we're talking about people that aren't working, aren't drawing paychecks right now, that really need to be back to work. And people who are out and about and basically careless in, trying to stay at home, only going out for the essentials. You're the reason that this whole thing is extended, and why it continues to expand into areas and multiply and spread, because people like you don't want to stay home. And I will call it like I see it. And if that's you, then hopefully when you hear from people this morning, first of all, I'm probably going to say that you obviously have not been affected personally or directly, because if you get affected directly, it's going to change your mind about this whole thing. When you have a family member that's sick in the hospital, you don't know if they're going to live, die. You can't be there with them to comfort them because the visitors are being restricted. You're probably going to be a little more careful about where you're going so carelessly and nonchalantly. And I know that's blunt, but that's the fact of the matter. You probably have not been affected directly, because when that happens, I think your whole line of thinking will change. And I still have people on my personal Facebook that I feel like this is the case with them. And I want them to hear from these people how important it is and what could happen to you if you were to get it, and how serious it can be. Because a lot of people just still, especially here in Alabama, because we aren't at the epicenter. When we talk to people like Constance, who are in New Jersey this morning, and she tells you the reality of what they're dealing with up there, you might take heed to it. So that's what it's all about. Sorry, guys, to be so blunt, but yeah, Lori, I agree. They're selfish. Get ready to go live.
B1053 George Strait, written by John Prine, who unfortunately passed away due to complications at age 73 from COVID-19. What a great song. I Just Want to Dance With You. And if you want to dance with us, we are doing it online. We're streaming on the Facebook. We are streaming on the YouTube. And hopefully you're getting a lot of shares from folks that are saying, hey, check out Pollard and Dave in the morning. So if you're new, welcome. And if you haven't shared yet, share.
Share, please. Your name will go in the running for a Pollard and Dave prize pack we're giving away, which includes an exclusive Pollard and Dave t-shirt.
That's right.
And all kinds of goodies that we will actually mail to you. But you have to go in and like our page, share the live stream, tag 3 people. That's what we're asking you to do this morning.
Oh, we're asking you
Coming up in about 10, 15 minutes, we're going to have a couple COVID-19 folks that have recently been diagnosed with COVID-19. We're going to talk with them about their symptoms, what it's like living with COVID-19, being in quarantine, anything we can think of information-wise to get for you so that you can know what this virus is actually like from a perspective, not just from hearing it on the news, but actually hearing it firsthand. We're going to be sharing that with you. So, this is definitely something you're going to want to be here for. And of course, you'll be able to comment if you're on our live stream and ask questions for our guest on the side. So this hour brought to you by our friends at Covenant Care Hospice. And we'll be talking with Tim Watson, the mortgage man, coming up in just a few.
After a few. Travis
Yeah.
Denning. Woo. Sweet segue.
Awesome, Dave.
Do I
You're
know?
awesome. You're awesome.
I am. I'm more awesome than most people even realize.
Y'all, listen, I have to deal with that on the daily in our
And
studio.
do you know
Good
how
morning,
fun
Kim.
that is? Hey, Kim. Uptown Cheapskate, Kim Cheeseman. Y'all go when things get back to normal, and they will. Kim's got great deals on name brand clothing that you wouldn't even know was used. And
Columbia, Michael
panties on the
Kors, True Religion, Miss
Guys and
Me,
girls.
Columbia, huh?
Guys and
Guys
girls.
and girls. And you're not paying full price for it.
That's
Plus, if
right.
you've got a lot of stuff in your closet that's name brand and you want to go in,
If
when
you're
we
like
get to all
Amy
that,
and you've lost all that weight, you got to get rid of that stuff, and there's other people want to wear it.
that's right. You can actually do that. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Vishnu, who is actually watching in India this morning. I think if I remember correctly, Vishnu was on with us yesterday. It's probably almost 7:00 p.m.
Oh, wow. So they're a good 12 hours. Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's almost 7:00 or either almost 8:00 there.
Brother Ricky might be able to tell us exactly how many people are watching on the YouTube. I've got no way to break down those.
At least 3, Vishnu.
Oh, at least 3. That's true.
We got at least 3 people that are
There we
watching. You plus 2.
Me.
Yes, you do, Terry. Italian sweet cream in the coffee. I have mine this morning too. Thank you so much. I had some folks that were asking earlier about the doctor's visit. My daughter is going to be having a baby next week. So we went to the doctor yesterday. We had our mask. We wore our mask. We had hand sanitizer. We had Clorox wipes. We had gloves, whole 9 yards. And we wore all of our stuff to the hospital, went and saw the doctor, and things are coming along nicely. We were actually walking yesterday evening to see if we couldn't get baby Braden to come on out. And we may not make it till next Thursday or Friday. But because of COVID-19, I will not be able to go to the hospital with her. So we will be doing a Facebook. Not a Facebook. Lord have mercy, not a Facebook. FaceTime. We will be doing FaceTime.
There we go.
While we're at the hospital. So almost 100 viewers, y'all. We need to get 100.
Okay, yeah.
Almost.
I got 89.
Almost 100. Come on, share. Help us get. I want to get to 100 viewers on here at one time. Let's do that. Because coming up here in about 10 minutes or so, we're going to have 2 COVID-19 people joining us. They've been diagnosed. So good morning, Sue. So we're going to get all the information that we can from them. Also, coming up later on in the 8:00 hour, we're going to be talking with Randy Lovelady, who is the organizer and a great friend of ours for Gulf Coast Jam. So we've got an update on Gulf Coast Jam. We're going to be talking with him. Our current situation is affected when it comes to outdoor festivals and things of that nature. So I think we're going to need to check in with him. Gulf Coast Jam is scheduled for the last weekend of August. Dave, first weekend in September. Maybe it was September 1st through 4th or something. I don't have the dates right here in
Labor
front of
Day.
me. But yes, we're going to be talking with him and getting an update around 8:15 this morning on Gulf Coast Jam. Good morning, Roland. Good morning, April. And yes, Harry, Michael will be able, right now, they are allowing the husbands to go in, but state regulations are only allowing one person at the hospital in the maternity ward, which I'm okay with. I mean, at first, I cried my eyeballs out, but I'm, seeing how
Organizing
serious
work
this
is one
is,
who
I'm good.
organizes. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. Yeah,
Organizer
organize as eyes
is
are.
one who organizes.
You know me. What did I say the other day? We're quarantined. What did I say?
Quarantinated. You said
Yeah,
quarantinated.
we're quarantinated.
Yeah.
That's my new word. Quarantinated is what we are when we are stuck at home, can't go nowhere. And
You're, you're
I'm not going
idiotastic.
crazy. What?
You're idiotastic.
Oh, we have Sue and Aunt Jean watching from Tennessee. Thank y'all so much
Hey,
for
all
logging on. We're going to be talking with a couple COVID-19 guests this morning who have actually been recently diagnosed with it. We're going to get their symptoms.
I just sent their invites, Amy, so they can log in right now, and I can just park them until it's time.
Okay. So Con and Brittany, y'all be looking for your invite.
For that email. Hey, Tim.
Good morning.
How are you, buddy?
Wonderful, brother.
Good deal.
Good morning.
We going live here in just a sec.
Tim, say hello to the Facebook and YouTube audience.
Good morning, y'all.
Vishnu is actually watching in India. We have Tennessee in the house.
Mhm.
You need to talk to the Tennessee folks because you do mortgages in Tennessee.
We do. We can do refinances, purchases, cash outs, whatever. We're licensed in Tennessee, Kentucky, Florida, Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
and I think
go,
soon to be
guys.
North Carolina.
10 seconds. B1053, Travis Tritt, where corn don't grow. If we keep getting this rain like we're getting, we're going to get some corn growing right fine here in the Wiregrass. We do have a chance of rain throughout the week this week. However, today shaping up to be kind of a sunshiny with a few clouds in it kind of day. 72 now on your all-metal roofing and siding weather radar. There are clouds in the sky, and this hour is brought to you by Covenant Care Hospice. Good morning to you. Tim Watson is on the line. Tim, did you know that we are streaming on the Facebook and on the YouTube? Have you watched it yet?
I did. Remember, I was on there Friday with y'all.
That's right. That's right. See, that seems like a month ago.
I know, right?
Amy and I watched you sing.
Oh, Lord, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we did. We
I am
watched
so
Dave
sorry,
sing
Tim.
because we couldn't.
We watched.
Our
I
delay.
turned the volume down. We just watched.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Maybe next time, close your eyes and listen. You might, it might not hurt so bad.
Tim, we're asking everybody to share
when my
today's.
dog started howling and my birds are flying from my bird feeder, I said, I got to turn this down.
Tim, we are actually getting everybody to share the live stream on Facebook and YouTube Live, and we are giving away a Pollard.
No, you're here. There you go. You're there.
Dave,
There you go.
Dave, he does this every morning.
No, hush.
We're getting people to share our live stream on Facebook and YouTube, Tim, because we are going to give away a Pollard and Dave prize pack, which it includes one of the Pollard and Dave t-shirts that you can't get anymore. And I thought we'd get you to throw in some Hometown Lender swag.
I think we can do that.
Something like that right there. Like that.
Yeah, y'all see that?
Hometown Lenders Orca cup that I drink my coffee out of every morning.
Yeah,
I think I got a couple of those laying around.
Yeah, that would be great. So we'll throw those in too. So we want everybody. That's what he gets. He's choking. That's what he gets.
We need to see what's in that cup.
I know. So listen, Tim, we're getting everybody to share. Listen, oh my gosh. we're getting everybody to share this live stream because we have a couple COVID-19 recently diagnosed guests that we're going to have on this morning right after you to talk about what it's been like dealing with COVID-19 and what their symptoms were. So that's going to be coming up in just a minute. So y'all need to be sharing and tagging 3 people while you're at it. And while Dave is choking, we are.
I'm better now.
Testo Dave.
Whatever happened to you, coffee goes down the wrong hole, whether you're trying to be a smart butt.
Yeah.
It always goes wrong.
That's right.
So
For sure.
Apologize.
It's called coffee karma. Coffee karma.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Tim, so seriously, we need to talk about the mortgage industry because it is it's been on fire. Like we just wrapped up a record month for hometown lenders in Dothan. You've been doing this 20 years and you just had the biggest month you've ever had.
Yep, biggest month I ever had, and I believe if we keep going like we're going, April's going to surpass that. So We're excited. I mean, I'm going to tell you, things are happening. I saw some things on Facebook, yesterday, and I just want to warn our listeners, listen, be very careful. I've seen some posts out there that some lenders are saying, these are record low rates, come on in, let's get, I'm going to just tell you, there's no such thing as record low rates right now. So be very careful out there when you talk to a lender. Make sure, and they tell you your rate, make sure you check all your fees, because there are some out there that are throwing these, what they call big discount fees on there. So y'all just be careful, and always, if you've talked to another lender and you've got some paperwork, hey, give us a call. We'll look at it and tell you, hey, this is legit. This is good.
Okay, Tim,
we'll do that.
I want to ask you this. I want to put this in layman's terms, really. So when you say there are no such thing as record low rates right now, why are you saying that?
Well, because of the situation we're in with this virus. I mean, all the people that purchase the mortgages, have pretty much shut down the purchasing right now, which in turn raises your rates up. But, it's not going to be there for long. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's not the record low rate. But if you're currently in a 4.5% or 5% current mortgage right now, we can more than likely beat that. We can definitely do that. Save you some money, pay off some of your high interest debts, and hopefully get you to skip 2 payments, which would be the big deal right now.
Right, absolutely. And when we're talking about the discount points, I know the average person does not understand that terminology. So basically what he's saying is they might be advertising that they can get you a 2.9 interest rate or 3.2 interest rate. The interest rates are not there right now. What they're doing is when they say you're paying discount points, you're actually paying to get your rate down to that. And it is not cheap right now to get those discount points. So Tim, what you're basically trying to say is
they're refinancing you. They're hiding that. They're rolling that discount point in on your current mortgage, and you're paying for that. And the biggest thing is what I always tell my clients. I've not seen really where buying a discount point to buy your rate down quite a bit like that is ever worth it. Because if you go from a 4% to a 3.5% or a 3.25%, there's going to be some savings, but not enough to pay for that discount point. I mean, a discount point like that on a $100,000 house, on a $100,000 mortgage, could cost you $3,000.
And so to make up that $3,000
in between 4 and 3.5 isn't. You would never pay that. You would never get that $3,000 back.
Right. So that's exactly what we want to share with you guys right now. That's why you need to be very careful who you're dealing with, and you need to make sure that you understand the mortgage business before you commit to anything, because they can camouflage those fees and make it seem like in your mind, all you're seeing is that lower interest rate. You're not seeing that you're actually being charged for that. So you need to be talking to hometown lenders, one of the rate shakers there.
An honest mortgage company, one that will never put you in a situation that does not benefit you. I promise you. That's one thing, I can promise you. A lot of people can promise you things, but here's what I'm going to tell you. I can promise you not one rate shaker at Hometown Lenders will ever put you in a situation that does not benefit you. I promise you that.
Right. That's right. And so somebody was just asking here on Facebook, Tim, they said, so if I'm at 3.5, am I good?
Hang tight.
Hang tight. There you go.
Hang tight.
And that's what you need to know from the mortgage man, y'all. If you've got questions, if you are interested in looking for some investment property, it doesn't matter. There's loan officers that are licensed in multiple states. You need to be calling and finding out, where they can help you. Tim, what is the biggest way or easiest way to get online and find out where somebody stands with their current mortgage?
Every day we're getting them coming in. It's so easy. I mean, we've got the most awesome, easy website in the country. Go to mortgagemantim.com. You just go to the Our Team tab. All of our rate shakers picture will pop up. You click on your favorite rate shaker. It'll take you to their application. Then fill out that quick application. It'll come straight to their email, and then they'll call you right back, and they'll go over your situation and tell you what's best for you today.
Hey, it's easy. Once again, it's mortgagemantim.com. Y'all go check it out. Hometown Lenders, your equal housing lender, MLS 65084. Thank you, Tim Watson.
Thank y'all.
Amy Constance hasn't joined us yet. I'm going to resend her an invite. Oh, nope. There she is. There she is.
Do we have Brittany?
I got Brittany and Constance both parked in the green room. We'll bring them in after this. Do you want to do a song and bring them in?
No, I would say let's go ahead and let's ditch the song, Dave. What we got to talk about's really important this morning.
Sure,
so
absolutely.
Welcome, Constance and Brittany. If y'all can hear me, I can't see you yet, but we'll
throw them up in there.
Hey, Britt.
Hi, Amy.
Brittany. Hey, Con.
Hi.
Yeah, but we'll
throw them up
Wait,
in
I'm
there.
going to take you off YouTube. Okay. Now I can hear better. There you go.
Both of y'all look great this morning. So good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Wake up in 2 weeks.
We're going to be talking with both of you because both of you were diagnosed with COVID-19, but both of you have very opposite symptoms and things that, I thought this would be really good to pass along to the listeners. There's still so many people, y'all, that just don't get it. They don't get it.
That's right.
We're going to make sure we make them aware. How long do we have, Dave?
About 30 seconds.
Good. Y'all make sure you share it on your social media too.
Yeah, I did on Facebook, so I'm hoping you guys have a lot of hits on that,
Good.
Yep. Knowledge is power, right? The more you know.
That's what we say.
Mm-hmm.
Brittany, you're a nurse, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thought so. Okay, good.
Yes, Mimi would be fine too.
Yes, soon to be Mimi.
Soon to be Mimi.
Hopefully very soon.
Yeah.
Oh, exciting.
What, baby?
How's she feeling?
She's good.
Okay, good.
She's not up yet this morning, so you know how it is, sleeping late.
Mm-hmm. She slept through the night good? No aches, pains, or anything?
She's been, her last few nights
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. 7:29. This hour is a service of Covenant Care Hospice. Cloudy, 72. Looking for a high temperature today, y'all. It's going to be sweet, about 85. And a slight chance of rain. Just letting you know, I'm still choking on the coffee I choked on a while ago. Does that ever happen to you? Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. It is Pollard and Dave, and we are live on the radio, and we are live on Facebook as well, and our YouTube live stream, Wiregrass Radio. And we want you to go in and share because this is very important, what we're about to be talking about this morning. Go in, share and tag 3 of your friends to this live stream, because even if they're not live right now, they can watch the playback of this. This morning, we actually have 2 guests on with us, and both have been recently diagnosed with COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Constance on with us this morning, all the way from New Jersey this morning. And we're still saying at the epicenter pretty much of COVID-19. And we also have Brittany. Good morning, Brittany. Brittany
Good
is
morning.
local here in the Wiregrass area, and she is a nurse. So we are going to want to be talking with both of you, because in my kind of following both of your stories, very, very different circumstances and very different symptoms, and knowledge is power. That's the way we're seeing this with COVID-19. Constance, let's start with you first, because you are in what is considered the epicenter of where COVID-19 pretty much originated, New York, New Jersey area. So right now, are you actually in quarantine? Let's talk about what your current situation is.
I am. I'm in quarantine. I've been since the onset of my symptoms, which was last Friday night. So
Okay.
Friday. So it was a week Friday. It'll be 2 weeks this Friday. Yes, I am in quarantine. I am home.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about how you even found out in the beginning that you had COVID-19. Like, for the people that are listening right now, this is the most important part, because did you know right from the get-go that you had COVID-19?
No, not at all. So Friday, I was working a lot because they consider my business essential. So I was out and working. Friday night, I started feeling like a little run down. Like I wasn't like, all right, I've been working a little too much. I was run down. I said, all right, I'm going to make some chicken soup when I get home. I got home. My head started feeling congested. I had a really bad headache. My throat didn't really hurt, but it was a little scratchy. And I thought I was just getting a head cold. And then I started with the sinuses burning, but I could still breathe out of my nose. And as I'm making the soup, I started not to be able to smell anything. And by the time I was done, I couldn't taste it. So I'm just assuming it's a bad cold.
Mm-hmm.
So then Saturday and Sunday, I felt like death. It was bad. I was not feeling good.
Like, when you say that, describe that feeling.
Okay. So it wasn't like I didn't have a fever. I did not have a cough. I just felt like I had a really bad flu, but it wasn't a flu. Like, I didn't have the body aches. I just wanted to lay my body down because my head just felt so heavy. I just wanted to lay down. I didn't want to do anything. I was just mush.
So at this point, you're feeling like mush. You still have no fever. You've only had a headache and just a slight scratch in your throat. But you're one of the only people that I've talked to that couldn't smell.
Nope,
that is one of the symptoms.
Not one thing, couldn't taste one thing. And Saturday, Sunday still couldn't. But it was
at this point, had it dawned on you that it could be COVID-19?
Nope.
Still not yet.
No,
okay.
No. And then it was weird because I could breathe through my nose. And then I have to say, probably about Tuesday night, I just started doing some research and I came across an article where this was one of the symptoms. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I still can't. And to this day, I'm on day, 13? No smell, no taste. I'm a little bit getting now. Just, a little, like every morning I'll smell hot sauce, lemon, horseradish, just to see if I can get it going. But
okay, what about your taste on day 13? Still no taste.
Nothing.
That's interesting. Okay, so you're on day 13. What day were you actually told that you had COVID-19?
Okay, so Wednesday I called the doctor. They gave me a prescription to get tested. I made the appointment Thursday. And when I went for the appointment, what you're seeing on TV is no joke. That is exactly it is exactly what it is. Everyone's in hazmat suits and tents, and you drive up in your car. You do not get out of your car. You go through a series of checkpoints. It's very scary. It's very scary. And they did the nasal swab, which I never even realized it could go that far up. And and then they twisted. So as my sinuses it was burning. So anyway, they said 3 to 5 days. I wound up getting my results on Sunday.
Okay, so you got your result on Sunday, and that was how many days after the first day that you started feeling bad?
So 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 days after the very first day. Now, you obviously have said that you didn't realize you had it, so self-quarantining wasn't even a real thing for you at that point because you didn't know you had it, right?
No, but I did know that I was exposed to someone. So that's what kind of pushed my doctor to give me the prescription, because she was like, oh, you just probably have a really bad sinus infection. And I said, I was exposed to quite like 5 people in my work who tested positive. And she said, oh, that changes things. Let's get your prescription. So had I not said that, I still might not even know. I might just feel sick.
And that's one of the things, y'all, that I wanted to share with y'all that is so important, is to be able to advocate for yourself when it comes to your doctor, because had Constance not been insistent, hey, I've been exposed to 5 other people that have tested positive, her doctor was still saying, sinus infection, that kind of thing. And that is happening a lot. But yet you were, 8 days into this thing. And had you not really kind of started suspecting, you might have still been working. You might have still been out in the public.
Right.
This is why this is so important. Now, we also have Brittany on the line with us this morning, and Brittany recently diagnosed with COVID-19. And Brittany is local, where Constance is in New Jersey, in the epicenter of this whole thing. Brittany is local. And Brittany, what day are you actually on right now?
This is day 14 for me. We're celebrating. I get off quarantine tomorrow.
Okay, I'm sure you are celebrating. Now, you're hearing some of what Constance is saying. I do think that yours was a little bit different. Let's talk about day 1 when you just started. Now, you are a nurse by trade, so you probably might have been a little more aware or cognizant of things that might have been changing in your body.
Yeah, I had actually had a little bit of anxiety earlier in the week, thinking that I had been exposed. Let's
talk about that real quick. You had some anxiety about thinking that you had been exposed. Would your exposure have come from a patient you were caring for? Okay,
No,
let's
ma'am.
talk about where you thought you got exposed.
Someone I was in an office with, we were just talking, and because we were letting our anxieties out at kind of a little bit of a break during our day, we had taken our masks off.
Were they symptomatic?
He coughed and said it was allergies, and I just got this feeling like this, oh no. And I put my mask back on and I went back to work, washed my hands, all those things. But later found out that somebody else who shares that office with us tested positive.
Okay.
It's a very small little office on my unit that several of us share. So, and at that point, we thought that he had been exposed to a patient. So I thought that, not that my exposure came directly from a patient, but that it came from someone I thought had been exposed. That patient ended up being negative, but I didn't know that.
Okay.
So
what was your first symptom?
It was about Thursday night. I just wasn't feeling well. I had been on the phone with my grandmother and had a little bit of what I figured was an allergy cough, just that tickle in my throat that I just couldn't really talk on the phone with her without coughing every few seconds. And then after that, just throughout Thursday night, I just much like Constance says, I just wasn't feeling well.
Mm-hmm. Were you having body aches, or was it just fatigue?
No, that didn't start until Friday morning.
Fatigue. Both of you are saying fatigue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The body aches started Friday morning. I woke up with a low temp and a headache, a massive headache, and body aches, my upper shoulders, my lower back, my legs. Like I couldn't lay still in the bed. It hurt everywhere. I just thought I had the flu. I mean, I swore 99% certain I had the flu. Oh, I don't know what my phone did. Hold on.
We still got you.
Okay. But I didn't want to take any chances. Still had some anxiety from the week. So I called Jared and he came and got my kids, and I went on quarantine at that point. Still just thinking flu. Saturday, same thing. Woke up, massive headache. Finally was so convinced it was the flu. I let myself take some Excedrin, which has aspirin in it. And I knew it had been recommended to not do any NSAIDs or anything like that. So I'd been avoiding anything but Tylenol. Pretty certain it was the flu, so took some Excedrin. My headache went away. Fever kind of broke. Started feeling a lot better. Around lunch on Saturday, my chest started to hurt. I started to get this chest tightness. Wouldn't really call it difficulty breathing, just this tightness in my chest. And I think that's what made me realize this wasn't the flu. And
okay, at that point, what did you do?
I was still trying to blow it off. I was still trying to not think anything of it. I mean, my temperature never really got that high. But I think the more it started hurting, the more Jared was starting to worry. And so I called the Department of Health. I talked to them. They agreed I met criteria and told me that Troy Regional was testing. I don't think at that point anyone in our area was, like in the Wiregrass area, was openly testing, unless you needed to be hospitalized. So I drove up to Troy and pulled up, and it's very different because it hasn't reached the point here as what it's reached in New Jersey, and I hope that it doesn't. It's not to that point yet. So I just pulled up. I called the lab. She came out in her PPE, her gown, her mask, everything, swabbed me. It goes all the way up in your brain, and then they twist it.
Yeah.
And then I rode off. So
okay, and so your fever never got higher than what?
100.4, and that was I was determined to see how high it would get, so I wasn't treating it, but I felt like death. That was the word I actually used with my Sunday school class. I couldn't tolerate it getting any higher than that with the body aches. So I was treating it before. I mean, I don't know how high it would have gotten. It never got higher than 100.4 with how I was feeling.
Okay, so the two of you both have families. Constance, I want to ask you, from a once you've been diagnosed, then you're in your home, and obviously you have other family members. How have you handled quarantining inside the home and having family members in that same home with you?
Okay, well, so Nick is out. He's staying at a friend's house, and he even said, he's like, I think I'm going to come home. I said, no, you're not. You're not coming home until I'm through this. My husband is still working because his job is considered essential. So he's gone most of the day. So I'll come downstairs and he will call me on his way home. I Lysol down everything. I wipe down everything that I've touched. I have actually a fabric. Tide makes a fabric disinfectant. So if you're sitting on the couch, I spray that down. And then I go upstairs and I shut my bedroom door, and he eats, he does his thing, he goes up to bed, and he's been sleeping in my daughter's room.
Yeah, so you're remaining completely separated. What about you, Brittany?
Pretty similar, except Jared's kind of been doting on me, I guess you could say. But it's hard with the kids.
Yeah, right.
I have an 8-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 3-year-old. The older two don't seem to miss me quite so much. They're enjoying their spring break. But the 3-year-old, she likes to come hang out in my door and tell me whatever exciting thing she just did. But I've been in my room. Jared's been sleeping on the couch. He takes the kids out to the farm to they fish, they feed the cows, the horses. They're completely isolated from any contact with anybody else, but it's good that they can get out.
Okay.
And do
Well,
other things.
let me ask you both this. Constance, have you been prescribed? We're seeing on the news that the is it the hydrochloroquine and the Z-Pack? Have either one of you been given either of those prescriptions?
I have not. I actually just got a phone call from the CDC while I was just on the phone. So they actually just called me and the health department. So
listen, how long has that been? You were diagnosed on what day?
On Sunday. They did call yesterday, but I don't pick up numbers that I don't recognize. And if you really need to get to me, don't leave a voicemail, because I never check my voicemails. But I just happened to check it last night because I thought, okay, well, maybe it was the doctor. And by the time I checked it, it was probably like 8:30 last night. So it was too late. I left a message, so they're just calling me back now.
What about you, Brittany? Have you heard from CDC?
No, I did hear from the Department of Health, but I've not been contacted by the CDC.
Were you given a prescription?
Yeah, I called so Troy called me with my results, and then they sent my results to my physician here in Dothan, and then she called me. And that's pretty serious when you get a phone call from your doctor. I'm not talking about my doctor's office or the nurse of my doctor. My actual doctor called me on the phone to check in on me, how I was doing. And by that point, I think it was Wednesday when I finally got my results, and that was when things were starting to look a lot better for me. I was feeling a lot better, but I knew I wasn't out of that window of possibly getting pneumonia, and that was my concern at that point. But so she gave me a Z-Pack and some cough syrup.
Yeah, I can tell in your voice a little bit of a difference in you're sounding a little more congested than maybe Constance. But that's why I said this whole thing and having the two of you together is so beneficial, because you could see where the public could easily be fooled into not knowing that they have what they have, and yet still going out in public, still picking up this from the grocery store. I mean, Con, even for 8 days, had no idea. And I'm hearing that even with the family member that I have in Texas, 9 days, he didn't know. He had been exposed, and 9 days he went on, business as usual, still not feeling that great, thinking it was allergies. How many people came in contact with him that he actually exposed? And that's where the danger in this is. Con, let's do this. Let's go to a commercial break real quick, because we are still live on the radio at B1053. And let's go to a commercial break. When we come back, there's a few more questions that I want to ask you guys. And I'm sure that maybe some of our viewers might have some questions as well. But you are listening and watching Pollard and Dave, WECB, Dothan, Alabama, and B1053 Facebook Live and on our YouTube channel as well. We'll be right back.
So crazy.
It is crazy, guys, right?
Yeah.
I'm holding your hand. Don't worry.
Thank you, Dave. I knew
so
you were
proud of
there.
both of you. And I'm just letting Amy do the talking because she knows y'all, but I just want to let you know how proud I am of y'all for stepping up and sharing what you know and comforting some people. My biggest concern is social anxiety and how you guys kind of from the inside out. You had mentioned, Brittany, about anxiety, but now that you're in it and you're looking out, do you have any words of comfort for anybody that might be just so worried? Just, you know how it is when you feel like you're being closed in a box and you just don't know.
Yeah, I think that was the point I had reached, as a nurse, and my unit has actually become one of the primary COVID units at the hospital. There was a lot of anxiety around that. Now the hospitals handled it flawlessly, just amazing, but still just that unknown, that having these really sick patients that now every critical patient we get, we're like, is this what this is? And it's put a different lens on it. And so that anxiety was from work was starting to really get to me, the coming home and having to strip down and decontaminate and shower before I can even, and then my kids are asleep. I'm used to kissing them goodnight when I get home from work, and now they're, all knocked out by the time I get out of my shower. So a lot of anxiety from that side. But now on the other side of it, I was just talking to my husband about the other day. That anxiety is a lot different. I feel almost empowered to go back to work, hoping I have the antibodies and the knowledge of kind of what these symptoms look like, and the different things that it can do. And I don't know, it's just, it's empowering almost.
I can understand that. What about you, Con?
Brittany, I just have a question for you. Are they asking you in that area? Are they asking, because I know the Red Cross is asking, pleading people that have recovered from this to donate plasma.
I've been hearing that as well.
Yeah.
Yes. I actually looked that up shortly after I started feeling better. Life South just started advertising that they are I've got to get with the Department of Health and see if I can be tested to make sure I'm negative. You have to be 14 days out of symptoms, and a negative test, or 28 days out from symptoms. And I don't want to wait a whole month.
You're going to do the twist and shout after 14 days, right?
Yeah.
The start of symptoms or the end of symptoms for the 14 days? What are you doing?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Fever or something?
Yeah, I think it's after symptoms.
After symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
My relative in Texas was told 14 days after you run your last fever.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he was told.
Then,
so not 14 days from the first day you felt bad. 14 days from, hey, I don't have a fever anymore.
98.6.
But again, I never had a fever. So how?
Yeah, there you go. See, that
never had a cough.
Constance, I don't know how you survive not being able to smell or taste anything.
I'm Italian and food is everything. So
and so you just take a mouthful of food and it's just like mush.
It is.
It's there.
It's so crazy.
When Amy said that you had lost your sense of taste and smell, my heart was breaking because, like all of us, food is so important.
Mm-hmm.
But my husband quickly put it into perspective. I said, "This is so annoying."
Good cook too. So.
And he was like, "Hey, listen, it beats the alternative. You're not in the hospital on a ventilator." So I said, "You know what?
The truth."
So
how long do we have, Dave?
I'm still in the spot set. We're going actually right now.
Good timing.
I'm going to give you a high sign for top of the hour. Okay.
Yeah, just stay on with me.
I can't hear you. B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning, and our blessings come in all shapes and fashions. 7:53 with Pollard and Dave in the morning, and we are streaming live on the Facebook and on the YouTube. Make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. That way you'll know every time that we're streaming live, because we do it twice a day now with Pollard and Dave in the morning, and then Brother Ricky has a program on in the afternoon called Wiregrass Strong. Kind of gets you up to date with what's happening in the Wiregrass, trying to shed a little sunshine on what could be some dark days. Good morning, everybody. This hour is brought to you by our good friends at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise. It is 72 and cloudy on in case you forgot, Wednesday. How hard is it, gals, to keep track of time when you are under quarantine? Brittany and Constance, feel free to answer that question.
It's how many days do I have left?
Yeah.
How many days?
Brittany's got a countdown going on.
I do. My 3-year-old's helping me out with that. She knows on Thursday she gets a big kiss from mommy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. So we're talking with Constance, who is in the epicenter of COVID-19. And Brittany is local here, and they've both been diagnosed with COVID-19. And as y'all have been hearing, completely different set of symptoms. One with fever, one without, one with loss of sense and smell, one with just headaches and body aches. One of you, Brittany, did you take the hydrochloroquine? Did you take that?
No, just the Z-Pack.
Neither one of you have had to take that. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about Constance. I really want to talk with you about this because you're in the epicenter. I want to know because we're in Alabama, where I feel like we're kind of lagged behind where some of the other states are getting close to their peak and starting to flatten the curve in their area. I feel like Alabama's still behind the curve in all actuality. What is the most important thing that you think our viewers and our listeners need to know, those that are still in doubt about how serious this actually is?
It's real. I mean, it's real. Don't discount anything, because you need to protect yourself. You need to protect yourself, and you need to wear a mask when you go out. You need to wear gloves. You know, at first you might feel a little foolish, but it's real. And when it hits you, and unfortunately, it's terrible, because a lot of people still around here are not thinking, "Oh, it can't happen to me. It's not going to happen to me." It can. And until it happens to you or happens to a family member, that's what it takes for you to realize, oh, darn, this is real. So take it serious, protect yourselves, keep yourselves in. Nothing is that important that you need to go out and just browse around a store and shop. If you need something, you put your mask on, your gloves on, you go in, you get it, you go home. Stay home. Stay home. That's the only way.
And what about you, Brittany? What would you like to say to people that might not be taking this serious? Because you're here locally, and at this point, we still don't know if you can be infected a second time, or, you know, we're still learning so much about this. What do you want the people here locally to know, since you've been diagnosed with it?
I think the biggest misconception is that young people aren't as affected because we're considered healthy. You know, I'm 28 years old and I have no other disease factors. And Monday night, I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital between my shortness of breath and my chest pain. I had cardiac symptoms. After my flu symptoms were gone, couldn't walk to the bathroom without my heart rate reaching 150. It got serious.
Let's talk about that. Because I think with you being a nurse, you're more aware of that, so you were able to pay attention to that. For the average person that doesn't understand what you mean, cardiac symptoms, and how important it is to be proactive on that if you do start having those. Let's talk about some of those symptoms that you were experiencing when you say cardiac.
Well, like I said, what made me want to go get tested was the chest tightness. And that kind of increased over, I think, Sunday and Monday were my worst days. And by Monday, I really wasn't running a temperature. After Saturday, I didn't have any more headache or really body aches. It was the respiratory, the chest pain, the coughing had started on Sunday. And like I said, I couldn't walk, from my bed to the bathroom without my heart feeling like it was pounding out of my chest. And I'm a nurse, so I have a monitor, and I was watching my oxygen levels and watching my heart rate. And if I start feeling bad, I'd put it on. And my oxygen stayed around 94, 95%, which isn't terrible. But considering I am 28 with no other disease processes, 95s, that's a little suspicious. That's not my normal.
Right.
And then for my heart rate to get up into the 140s and 150s, just walking slowly, like I would try to take my time to not overexert myself. And it was still just any amount of movement. Sitting up in the bed, grabbing my computer got me up above 100. So that's really serious.
That leads me to believe that if somebody really didn't have the knowledge that you have, and Constance paying attention to the things that you already knew because you're in the epicenter, if somebody really doesn't know to be watching for these things, if they were doing a little more than that, they could totally be fatiguing the heart, not really even realizing that they're overdoing it, so to speak.
Yeah, it's very stressful. And I don't know if it's because of the pressure it puts on your lungs, if that's your heart in response trying to compensate, or if it actually is affecting your heart. I don't think they've figured that out yet. But yeah.
So
definitely.
let me ask y'all this. Do either one of you have anxiety about thinking about going back out into the public again?
I do not, because I know that I'm hoping that you become immune to it once you have it. But, who knows how many strains are? Did I get one strain? Is there another strain out there? Because our symptoms, Brittany and our symptoms are so different. Do we have the same strain? Is there a different strain? But I do know I don't have anxiety about going out because I will go out, even though I've been through it. And if I am considered immune, I will be out there with a mask and a glove until they say we are clear.
What about you, Brittany?
Yeah, no, my anxiety is a lot different than what it was. Now I'm a lot more confident in. I do feel like we developed antibodies to this particular strain, and that gives me hope that I made it through this. I feel confident in whatever I've been doing to keep my family from getting it because they're all fine. So I'm just going to continue doing that, and I feel almost empowered to go back to work as a nurse and help my colleagues take care of these patients.
I understand that.
Haven't made it through it myself.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's go to a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to wrap it up with both Constance and Brittany. COVID-19 recently diagnosed. They're giving us all their information and so kind to help spread the word because knowledge is power when it comes to this. We're going to wrap it up with them when we come back. Y'all stay right here. Yes.
Brittany, I'm wondering, you're in the medical field. So do you feel like there are different strains going around because we have different symptoms? What do you think on that?
No, because there's different strains of the coronavirus in general, and that's what this is a particular strain. I don't know why it affects people differently.
So did your test results come back COVID-19 positive?
Yes.
Yeah. See, mine did too. Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, guys, I'm an anxious person already. When you got those results back after they did the twist and shout, because I know you shouted once they twisted.
I did.
Both sides.
When you got that news, describe to our online folks, what happened? What was, you know what I'm saying? You got the swab, you waited your 9 days or whatever, and you got that call, you got that notification.
So I was checking online and because I set up for a patient portal. So I was checking online probably every hour for the first day. And then I said, I have to stop this. So then I checked Sunday morning, still no test results. And I checked about 2 hours later and it came up, test COVID-19 positive. And I looked at it for a minute and I'm like, in big red bold letters. And I said to my husband, does this say, am I reading this right? Am I positive?
Sure.
You're positive. And yeah, so I was kind of like, and it was not funny, but my husband said to me, he said, well, when you get the results, I don't want you to go crazy. And just because, you're positive, you're going to be like, oh my God. And you're going to. So when I said to him, I'm like, yeah, it's positive. He was like, oh my God, now I'm infected. I said, you told me not to have it.
He was telling you how to act like him is what he was doing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I find humor just about whenever I'm in a low place, humor really helps me out. Have the COVID memes and the COVID humor that's out there, has that helped lift your spirits?
Hysterical. Some of the stuff that I see out there is just so funny. It really is.
That's great. That's great because, those of us that don't know, or those of us that haven't been exposed, that's all we got. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't understand and we don't know. We're not scientists. And so making fun of it kind of helps us through too. So I hope you're not upset about that.
No, every medical professional has to have some kind of humor about whatever it is going on. So I completely get that.
It's humor, but don't discount it as not being serious. I mean, it's serious, and I know I had said to Amy that when what you see on TV in the New York, New Jersey area, that is real. It's
She's
real.
talking about the refrigerated trucks that are
that
morgues.
takes you to the core. When you see hospitals with 18-wheeler tractor trailers that are refrigerated because the hospital cannot handle.
I was hearing today where Governor Cuomo and his staff are terrified because now they've got, what do they do? How do they bury these bodies?
Yeah. They're looking.
Are we going to dig a mass grave for these people? What's going on? It's crazy.
Someone was asking, did either one of you have a stuffy nose or earache?
I
No.
had a little bit of an earache because of my head congestion, but through my nose, even though my sinuses burned, I could breathe fine, which was why the taste and smell was so confusing to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Constance said her sinuses burned really bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like when you would breathe in, did it feel like cold air too? Sometimes the cold air burns a little, or
Just a consistent burn. It just laid there. Yeah.
Like in the 80s when I was sniffing stuff I shouldn't.
Everybody talks about my family member that got it, had it like Brittany. He said that his body hurt. He
20
could
seconds.
not even think about laying down. Everything hurt. It
See,
didn't
that
matter.
one was bad.
He said his eyes hurt, his hips, his arms,
Wow.
everything hurt. Okay, here we go.
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Our 8 o'clock heat wave rolled right through 73 now on your All Metal Roofing and Siding weather radar. Still kind of cloudy, still have a solid chance of rain throughout the day, but I expect we'll see some sunshine before it's all over with. This hour is brought to you by Mitchell Mazda, our good friends on the Boulevard in Enterprise. Good morning. We've got guests on our stream. And we are broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube and, of course, B1053, the radio station. I hope everybody's listening and having a great morning. We've got Constance from New Jersey. And right here in the Wiregrass, Brittany is also joining us, and Amy Pollard broadcasting from the living room in Wicksburg. Good morning, all.
That's right. And Brittany and Constance, both having been diagnosed with COVID-19, have just been a wealth of information this morning. We wanted to talk with them and find out what their symptoms were, how long it was when they both. I think it's between the two of you. I think it stands to reason that from the moment that you think you were exposed, I think that the time seems to be maybe 5 days before you actually started seeing or feeling symptoms. Is that?
Yeah, I think mine was 4.
Yep. Yeah.
About 4 days.
3 to 5 days. Yeah.
Because I've wondered, I know my family member in Texas said he knows that he knows the moment he got exposed, and he said it was about 4 or 5 days before actual symptoms, the runny, clear nose, the headache. That's headache seems to be one of the big things with everybody.
It was a headache that just would not go away. No matter what I took, it just wouldn't go away.
Okay. And so, Constance, one thing that we wanted to talk about this morning before we let you guys go is you being in the epicenter. And a lot of people still thinking, yeah, whatever, this isn't a real thing. But you said it's a very sobering fact when you see the 18-wheelers pulled up there at the hospitals.
18-wheeler, refrigerated. They are morgues because the hospital cannot hold the bodies. There's not enough room, and that's what they've resorted to. And it's serious.
Do you feel like, why do you feel like, I know there's obviously a larger number of people because New York City is huge, but do you feel like in the beginning that maybe the New York, like the governor and even some of the officials there, didn't convey the seriousness? Like from your perspective, do you feel like in the beginning that it was like after the fact when they started seeing, oh shoot, maybe we should tell people how real this is? Do you think that there's a part of that to blame?
I do. I think that they could have been, but again, just like us, they probably just didn't know. And they're not going to say what they don't. Well, then again, they might say what they don't know. But yeah, I don't think there was as much information out there that should have been. There could have been a lot more information out there. And unfortunately, us as guinea pigs, I guess you can say, are the ones that are speaking up and saying, this is it. This, no, it's not just a fever and a cough, because how long did you read? Oh, if you don't have a fever, if you don't have a cough, just don't worry about it. Okay, I didn't have a fever and I didn't have a cough and I was contagious. And, so
Right.
There's a lot more than a fever and a cough. So,
And so it's very courageous of both of you to come on and talk with us about this, because I still feel like I've said from the beginning, if I were diagnosed with it, I'd be very transparent and come out and share, because I think people need to know what
yeah,
to be looking for, and that, hey, you can be contagious even though you don't feel that
yeah.
bad. You may only have one or two symptoms. You may not have any symptoms at all and still be contagious. Brittany, would you say that from this point forward, that your norm, you'll be a new norm? Will it change maybe some of your hygiene procedures? I mean, maybe you were already washing your hands, but you weren't as obsessive as you are about it now. Will some of that change for you going forward?
Possibly. I don't really know. I mean, I've always been really good about hand washing.
Well, I mean, let's take
being
it.
a nurse, but
Let's take an instance here where a lot of people now are wiping down their groceries and things of that nature when they bring them in. Will you see any of that differently going forward?
I don't think so. I mean, are you talking about after COVID is hopefully done
Yeah.
and gone? Yeah, I don't think so. We've all been exposed to all kinds of germs and everything. So, I mean, this is concerning to me because I have my kids have all of their grandparents and great grandparents. So that has been the biggest concern for me is, do I bring it home to my kids? And I feel confident that, children have been shown to be okay through this. But do they take it to their grandparents? Do they take it?
Right.
Where are they taking it? If I bring it home to them, where are they taking it to?
Right.
And that's been the biggest concern. So I'm doing that kind of hygiene. Me coming home from work, it's given me a bigger perspective on what I'm bringing home, not just COVID-19. So I feel like I'll probably keep a lot of the. I
Practices.
never wore my shoes through the house, but I would at least drop them at the door. And now I'm liking the idea of just leaving them in my garage, or right now they're in a box in my car.
Well, that's just good housekeeping right there.
What about you, Constance? Is your norm going to change?
Well, I probably will wipe things down a little bit better, but I've always had the Lysol, the Clorox wipes, the bleach, everything in the house. Have I used it as frequently as I will, or I have been? No, but I probably will be a little bit more diligent. Yeah.
What about situations like popping into the store? That's becoming a thing of the past, at least for me, where you just, I need a soda, or just, popping in, that's kind of out for me. And I have a feeling that habit might carry over. How about you guys?
Yeah. Well, I would definitely keep a tub of wipes in my car, and every time I would go into the store, I'd probably just have one in my hand and use it on the handle, use it whatever I'm grabbing, and then discard of it when I'm done.
For sure.
Probably will do that for a while, because it does terrify you a little bit. Like you said, up here it's a little bit different because you're seeing what you're seeing on TV. I mean, it's a little scary, and I feel like it's trickling down south. So yeah,
for
if
sure.
I can one person keep from infecting somebody, I've done my job.
That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
And I think the important thing was to share the symptoms and let people know that the way this works exponentially, just one person in a matter of 45 days can affect 100 people.
That's right.
Whatever those actual numbers are, that's the way it works. So it's very important to get this across. And thank you to both so much for sharing your experiences with us this morning. It's been truly enlightening. And I can see where both of you would feel empowered at this point, because number one, the good Lord has seen you both through it, and now you have a firsthand knowledge about what you've experienced, and you can be a light for a lot of people that have that anxiety, or are just worried about who they could be exposing or how they could actually get it. And it's been very helpful, and thank you both so much for taking your time out.
Really, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for having us.
And you both look beautiful, by the way. You don't look like you have COVID.
Y'all got PJs down below. I got you. No, I get it.
Brittany and
Thanks,
Constance,
guys.
thank y'all. We love you both
Thank
so much.
you.
Take care and be safe.
Bye.
It is Pollard and Dave in the morning. We're going to listen to a little music. How about that?
Brittany.
That was great, Amy. Good job, girl. They were super,
Thank
super
you guys.
cool. Super cool.
Brittany and Constance both. I mean, they're both very forthcoming and just wanting to share, because telling you that's how you can be smarter about what you're doing. There's always something you can be doing better, and hearing it from two people that just didn't know. They didn't know they had it for how many days. That's why we need to.
Can I be honest with you? Seeing them happy and healthy gave me more comfort than just about
I agree.
Just about anything in the world, because I don't care what news source you're watching, it ain't a pretty picture they're painting.
Right.
And here we are. We got to bring you some happy, healthy, smiling, encouraging faces from two different parts of the country. And that did more for me personally.
I agree.
Just about anything so far.
If y'all are on Facebook Live or our YouTube Live, please drop a comment to Constance and Brittany and let them know how much you appreciate them. Because to be honest with you, that's one reason why I wanted to do this. So many people are considering this taboo, like they don't want to talk about it. They've been diagnosed with it and they don't want to talk about it, and they're keeping it close to their vest, when we actually, that's why there's so much research going on. And that's how we're learning how to deal with this and cope, and what things are working and what's not working, is to share what you're going through and share the knowledge that you've learned through it. So just letting them know and saying thank you for sharing their stories, to me, is very, very important. So y'all please do that if you're on there. They did look amazing, Julie. It was just so good. And it's like Dave was just saying, being able to see them and go, okay, they're both day 14, and they might not still feel 100%, but they look great. And it's just very encouraging to see that. That was one reason why we wanted to share them with you guys this morning. So thank you for dropping them a comment and letting them know that we appreciate it, for sure.
Maybe I'm working with Hope here, trying to get Randy on.
Yes, we are working to get Randy, Love Lady, with Gulf Coast Jam on this morning, because Gulf Coast Jam, obviously a huge, huge partner event that we do with Randy and the whole gang every year. And that's always scheduled for Labor Day. Is that Labor Day weekend? And just like everything else we've been talking about daily, things are changing with, festivals and gatherings and things of that nature. So Randy has an update for us. So we'll be glad to have him on with us and get the latest Gulf Coast Jam update. So we'll be sharing that with y'all as well. Don't forget, this hour brought to you by Mitchell Mazda, Rucker Boulevard and Enterprise. CX5 is what everybody is looking for. And Meredith and the whole gang, they'll take care of you. Randy says, I'm on your... That will settle. Randy says, I am on your link, but I can't hear anything or see anybody.
He's not showing up as on.
He's on the old link.
Let me send him another one.
Old link.
I sent him two. It should be the same link on both.
Email just sent. There we go.
I sent him two about 10 minutes ago. Both of those should be fine.
Yes. So, let me get, don't forget, y'all, Dave, talk to them about our
surprise contest.
We're starting tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Mom's Day out. How would you? I would like to just be a mom for a day to win this prize. It's a day at the spa for two people. Get to spend all day at Massage Envy. Plus, we'll throw in some flowers and dinner for two. It's all brought to you by some great folks. Dothan Glass Doctor, Dothan Blowpipe, and of course, Massage Envy. And tomorrow we kick that off. We're going to get some folks qualified. It's going to be a ton of fun. Now, Amy kicked off a little internet party contest.
Dave, you might be sending to the wrong email.
RL, oh, well, I can't say it. I don't want to say it. It's the one that you sent me. Type it in the private chat.
I will text it. Hold on. Go ahead and continue about the
we're doing the old internet contest. So if you shared the broadcast today and you've got all day long to like and share the broadcast, you'll be entered in the running to win a Pollard and Dave prize pack. Amy has stashed away a couple of those rare Pollard and Dave in the Morning t-shirts. I got a stash of great country music CDs. We're going to try and find some stickers for you and all kinds of fun stuff. But you got to like and you got to share this particular broadcast. We can track who does what. You know how the internet works. Did you send that to me, Amy?
I am trying to send him the link. Hold one moment.
All right. I used the one that you gave me, so.
Just keep talking.
Okay. You'd think that a guy who talks for a living could come up with stuff to talk about.
Yeah, that's funny. He's not as good as I am.
No.
I'm going to tell you, not when it comes to just random.
We'll see. Amy will chase the squirrel. She'll be like, and y'all, let me tell you what, I was washing my car the other day when all of a sudden, hey, you know that guy down there who was wearing that funny shirt?
Yeah. I can just talk about anything.
Hang on. We're about to do a little chit chatty here.
Y'all hang in there.
B1053, Sam Hunt and his latest Hard to Forget. I am so digging that song. What an interesting panel of guests we had this morning, Amy. I'm really excited, and my heart is full of joy now having those two ladies on and letting us know that this thing is survivable. This thing is something we can work through, but we've got to do those things that we've been talking about all this time, staying apart from one another, staying at home when we can, and washing your daggum hands and pretty much washing everything all the time.
Is Randy on there?
He is not.
He says he's on there.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Randy,
we're gonna be talking to Randy with Gulf Coast Jam in just.
Did you get that?
No. Oh.
Oh, stick around. We'll be right back. We're going to get Randy on. I promise you. It's Pollard and Dave in the Morning. This hour is a service of Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise.
So I don't know what else to do.
I can't hear you, Amy. Did you text me his email address?
I'm going to send you his contact information so you can deal with him direct.
Okay. All right. The one that you sent me yesterday is the one that I've sent it to.
Me too. So I'm just going to let you.
That's so funny. Hope sent me a picture of him on a tablet on a boat.
Yeah. It's good. It's all good. Okay. Look at your phone and I just sent you his contact information.
Okay.
So I am. Have y'all done the?
That doesn't have his email, sweetheart.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Hey, Ricky. Hello, Ricky.
Y'all hold on. We're having technical difficulties.
I've sent him a couple, but I'm going to send him one more now.
Hang with us.
Yeah. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, it's let's try it. Yeah, that's what I've been sending it to. I just sent him a new link. If he'll go to that new link, Ricky says that's the thing to do.
Hey, you've got his number, Dave. Call him on your cell phone so that I'm not being a middleman here or middle woman.
Now you have to entertain the phone.
I can do it. Okay. So if you're watching this live stream back, make sure, or if you're on the live stream right now, make sure that you are actually sharing it and tagging 3 of your friends in the actual share. Dave, that's very unattractive. Make sure that you are tagging 3 of your friends in this live stream because we are actually going to do a giveaway right here. You can win this t-shirt or a t-shirt like I can't get it right how I'm holding it on the screen. There we go. However this works. Pollard and Dave. Yeah. You're going to get one of those t-shirts and a whole prize pack. We're going to throw in some hometown lenders. Thank you, Julie. I'm so excited. We're going to be doing a giveaway with this. If you shared our link and you tagged 3 of your friends in the share, then we're going to do a giveaway where you're going to get the Orca Cup, just like we have from Hometown Lenders. You're going to get a Pollard and Dave t-shirt and all kinds of goodies. We're going to actually throw into the prize pack. So if you haven't shared or and we want you to share it mainly too, because we had both Constance and Brittany on with us this morning that were both COVID-19 recently diagnosed guests, and they were very insightful on some of their symptoms and what some of the time periods were, some things that you could be looking out for, because both of them and my family member that was recently diagnosed with it, they all told me they had it for days and didn't know they had it. That's what is so crazy about this virus and why they're all saying that it spreads so easily because you might have it, 5 or 6 days before you even know you've had it. And then you're that many more days after your testing before you get a positive result. So how many more people have you actually exposed that you don't know that you've exposed? You've got to really, if you start showing any symptoms or not feeling well, you need to immediately quarantine. That's what we want you to take away from this, from seeing everything that they said and talked about, because you may actually have it and you could be exposing your own family members, your parents, grandparents, children, and just not know it. And of course, both of them, you heard from them, both of them are actually, when they're quarantining in their home, away from husband, away from children, like complete seclusion. That's hard to do, but you have to do it. If you love them, we know you do, then you're going to go into complete quarantination.
Quarantination.
That's my word.
It is
complete.
We are going into deep quarantination. Randy is switching to a laptop, so I expect to hear from him any second.
Okay. Kathy, love the shirt. Thank you so much. If you are sharing this live stream and tagging 3 of your friends in it, you will be in the running. We'll announce that winner tomorrow morning at 7:15. So make sure, share the live stream. And on the YouTube, you can actually click subscribe and tag 3 of your peeps, and you'll be in the running as well.
And if you don't have a YouTube subscription,
what? You don't have a YouTube subscription?
I tell you what, I get to where I watch more YouTube than regular tube.
I gotta put my,
because I can call up YouTube on both of my TVs at home.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll spend a lot of time just surfing weird videos on YouTube instead of flipping channels.
My son does that.
Yeah.
Like he'll be on YouTube more than he's on the regular TV.
Yeah.
Like he watches anything and everything on YouTube.
I've got a lot of channels I subscribe to, and I'll watch that instead of regular TV because I can watch it on my regular TV. It's crazy.
I'm not a big YouTuber, but I do have my own individual YouTube channel.
Do you
Amy Pollard, AMIE Pollard.
What is that
Y'all
all
go
about?
subscribe.
Yeah, mine's Gillagoo.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't utilize it as much as I should. I think that I need to start posting more stuff on my YouTube channel because I have some subscribers.
You can watch sunrises and bike rides on mine.
Oh, I have some of my reality TV stuff. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do?
No.
I'm probably gonna go in and put the episodes of the reality TV stuff that I've done
The Bama
on
Bell.
my YouTube. Bama Bells and the Great American Road Trip
That'd be fun to watch.
episodes on my YouTube channel.
That
So
would be fun to watch.
that was reality TV that I did in 2010. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years ago.
Did you ever have curly hair during your reality TV days?
Yep. I can't believe you remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
you
did.
Sure you want to post all that?
It was freaking curls, y'all. It was like, and my hair's naturally curly like that. It ain't no perm. It would be that way right now if I didn't have a straightener on it.
Throw us a throwback picture up. You know you got one.
Oh my God.
Remember back in the sales days when you were selling before you got on the air, right before you got on the air, you had them tight poodle curls, if I recall. Amy be wearing a 3-piece business suit and her hair be all.
Call Randy and see. I am looking for. Dave has asked me to summons up one of the Pollard curly hair pictures. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if y'all want to see this or not. It is a hot mess. Let me see if we can find it. Maybe in
You shouldn't have. If
profiles.
you open your email,
Let me see my
open your email on the computer and that.
Like
and
if
that
I
link
have a
comes
curly.
up,
Oh, here's
I'll just
here's one
open up Chrome and then paste it
with my daughter. Let me see if y'all can see it. That's the curly hair. That's one.
It is.
Kind of, I don't know.
So that link that it said click here to go to join the broadcast, but there's also
when I did my reality stuff.
Proper HTML.
Here's one from the reality
link
show.
There. If you just copy that, highlight
curly hair,
and then when you go to Google and just put it in the put it in that bar at the top there, and then when you paste it, it should say paste.
Curly and darker. Look how dark it is. Oh shoot, how dark it is. I'm definitely blonder now. I know. Stop. Curly hair is cool. I mean, when I had the whole curly hair, it was cool because I could literally just like get up. Thank you, Karen. I could like just get up and put gel in it and go and not have to like it's a lot more work for it to be straight. But
I use Edge.
You want me to tell you the straight up truth? Y'all want me to give you the Amy Pollard transparent as a glass window? When it's curly like that, you can wear it one day. And then by the time you sleep on it, it's matted.
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. 73 now on your All Metal Roofing and Siding Weather Radar, broadcasting live via YouTube and on the Facebook. In case you didn't know, you can see Pollard and Dave weekday mornings from 6 to 9 p.m. right here in the Hometown Lender Studio. This hour is brought to you by Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard and Enterprise. Amy, I'm on the phone with Randy right now. We're about to get him on the old stream. So I want everybody to stick around. We got a lot more great information on the way, including how you can get qualified for Mom's Day Out. It's all happening right here with Pollard and Dave in the morning on Dothan's Country, B1053. Okay, buddy.
Yes. So what I was telling y'all is I can sleep on it one day and then it's like matte and flat. And so it literally means I need to wash. I would have to wash my hair every day, which is I'm telling you, it is a hot mess. It takes me a while to get ready. And when you're getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you don't need anything that's going to take any extra time. When it's like this, we can go probably 3 days. We could go 3 days on this hair. Little dry shampoo. Just kind of go and you don't have to refix it. What? Oh, he's typing. He types like I do. Yeah. That's what Dave is saying. So we said yesterday we were going to remind y'all about the homemade mask that I made. This homemade mask, it's got ponytail holders on each end so that when you go
Does it
out,
say join the broadcast or
do
anything like that?
this. Oh, it's crooked.
Yes, hit that button right there.
And you can put these elastic things behind it. And I made that straight
Do
from
that talking in the background.
bandana
You
handkerchief.
can, if you want to, just put in Randy. Just
So,
type in Randy if you want to, or you can put your
you
website.
can actually do
if
it. And then I showed you a while ago somebody made a mask.
There you
without-
go. We
should
got
be
you now,
wearing
buddy.
a mask.
Look at you.
Too much energy. Too much energy.
Hello,
I'm hanging up on the
Randy.
phone.
All right.
Good
Hey,
morning.
good morning.
Hey, honey.
How you doing?
Wonderful. How are you?
Stressed.
Stressed
He's had
trying
to
to
work a computer this morning, man.
I know it. I have my people that do this.
Hey.
Dave, I said, I don't do this.
It's
All
okay.
right, we're
It's
going right
social
after this, guys.
distancing. And when it's social distancing, the people that are technology deprived like me and you, we have to figure it out.
B1053, it is Pollard and Dave in the morning, the miracle of modern technology on on our stream right now, both on YouTube and on Facebook. We got Randy Lovelady from Randy Lovelady Management. What is going on, Randy?
Sound effects and everything.
Sound
I've been doing these all morning, and this is the most complicated one I've had.
Of course it is. Total freak out. It's Pollard and David.
We got it.
But listen, this whole thing where we can do the video and we're on Facebook Live and we're on YouTube Live all at the same time and live on the radio.
You love it, don't you? You love it.
Dave, I just like to talk.
Uh-huh.
This whole video
She likes
thing.
to talk and look good is what she likes to do.
Well,
She does that well. She does that well.
Oh, I love you guys. You know, Randy, we're good buddies. And, you know, you do have a ton of stuff going on. Things are changing daily with the festival scene. And Gulf Coast Jam is no different. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on. And let's keep everybody updated on Gulf Coast Jam.
Well, I mean, obviously, you have the same situation the rest of the world is dealing with. Hang on, centering out here. You have the same situation. I mean, when we were supposed to announce the first part of April, and then when the president did the lockdown, and then the governor did a lockdown, my partners and I kind of went, okay, let's pause till the 14th. Well, then it came out that the 14th could be the worst day in the history of the whole coronavirus. I said, that's probably not a good day to go on the air and start going, hey, Gulf Coast Jam!
Yeah.
So, I mean, we truly prayed about it. We talked about it. We said, what's the right way to handle this? And I said, the right way to handle it is to stay reverent and to truly pause. And so we're moving now to May the 5th. It's you know, got mixed emotions about it. Everybody's all upset. We want to know. We want good news. We want happy news. And hey, nobody wants to go on sale more than I do right now. 5 weeks without sales revenue is a big deal.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But when you sit on and watch TV and talk to friends, I actually was on a phone call this weekend with a really dear friend of mine who lost her father and her stepmother within 2 days, both to coronavirus. And it's like, how do you sit here and get excited? And I mean, most of the people on country music won't know John Prine, but he is a friend of mine. And I mean, he was 73 years old and he was doing better. I talked to him 2 weeks ago, and I mean, it caught back up with him. I mean, it brings it on home to how real this is, how scary this is. And I just don't feel it's appropriate for me to be doing the Gulf Coast Jam.
Well, Randy, you've got a responsibility. You've always had it in your heart to care for your fellow man. And this particular situation, I'm sure you feel a responsibility to continue caring for your fellow man and continue to make right decisions based on your prayers, based on your reflections, and based on the news. I mean, that only makes good sense.
I've said it from day one. I got to answer to somebody way above me before I answer to anybody in the festival business. And I just feel like, I mean, when God wants my attention, he knows how to get it. And when I have this overwhelming feeling to be humble, to be reverent, and to be thankful, and to call my mama and call my friends and tell people, you know what, I love you. And it's not the time to be going, you know what, it's going to be the biggest part. It's just not time.
No.
But there'll come a time, and hopefully it'll be May 5th, and we'll be right here on the air, and we'll be shouting it from the rooftops. Because I do believe everybody's going to be ready to have a party on the beach.
Yeah. I was just going to say, people are going to be so anxious to get out and to go be with other people. I am excited at the prospect of Gulf Coast Jam just for that reason alone. Just
See, now you're on camera, Dave.
Yeah.
Are you going to come this year?
Yes, I'm coming this year.
Amy. He said it.
You got to point the other way.
He said it. I know this whole camera thing is like.
No, I said it this year, Randy, and I mean it. The reason is human contact. And I'm a loner anyway. I'm a guy who likes being alone.
Yeah.
But I am totally craving just some human contact, even if it's somebody rude pushing me out of the way. I'm gonna be good with that. You know what I mean?
It's I have a 90-year-old roommate that I have to keep locked up with a gun out at my front door with a Rottweiler going, don't come in this door. So, I mean, I'm kind of secluded here as well. But the bottom line is it's going to be exciting. It's going to be, I mean, honestly, Sunday night is the biggest headliner we have ever had in the history of Gulf Coast Jam. So it's exciting. I want to tell people who that is so bad, but it's just not right. It's just not
Sitting on a secret like Santa Claus already knows what your presents are.
Hey, listen. So for the people that don't know, Randy, what Gulf Coast Jam is, maybe
nobody. Don't even ask that question, Amy.
Hold up. That's not true, because we actually have Vishnu, who is watching and has been watching us.
There we go. He asked right now, who is the guest?
I told you.
That's Vishnu from India. He hasn't been to a Gulf Coast Jam.
Well,
yeah, he's actually watching in India right now.
He's used to big crowds. He needs to come on over here and get some.
There you go.
Tell him what it is, because he may not know what it is. Tell him what Gulf Coast Jam is.
Gulf Coast Jam is a 3-day festival on the beach in Panama City Beach. Country music only. And we're on our 8th year, and it's just a party on the beach with great country music.
It's huge, Vishnu. You know what, Randy? I've got a suggestion. I don't know. Maybe you already have something like this. Do y'all have, because this will be year number what?
Going on our 8th year.
Okay, this will be year number 8. Do you have all of the previous years, the Gulf Coast Jams? Do you have them on Gulf Coast Jam's website where people can go and watch all the concerts from the previous years?
Well, not the concerts, because obviously that gets into headliner infringement. But we have the recaps. You can go to YouTube and type in Gulf Coast Jam 2013 and catch it all the way up to here. You have the recaps for the year of all the headliners and all the snippets. And then you can go online to gulfcoastjam.com and actually see the posters from all the years. So, but the biggest thing I'd say is to go to YouTube and look it up. Because we list every one of our recap videos that sums up that season for the year.
So Vishnu, there you go. He wanted to know who is this guest. He is actually
right there.
Yeah, Vishnu, we've got the webpage pulled up, and it is a huge country music concert, 3 days full of country music, and it is an absolute, and it's at the beach.
It's Labor Day weekend.
Do they have beaches like that in India? I reckon. Look at that shot right there on the GulfCoastJam.com page. That is stunningly beautiful and a very accurate representation of Panama City Beach, Florida.
I'm looking out my balcony window right now. It's just, this place is beautiful.
Absolutely. And deserted right now. I mean, there's nobody on the beaches. The beaches are actually closed, correct, Randy?
That is correct. They're closed. They were closed for 2 weeks, and I would imagine, who knows what's going to happen after that. I will say this. I have learned that social distancing works. And it obviously, when you watch all the news channels, even they're starting to say it. God bless, have positive things on the news. It'd be nice. But yeah, it's a pretty quiet town right now, especially to be in the middle of spring break for high schools and all that stuff in April. So it's quiet.
I want to say a special thank you to Philip, who is watching on our Facebook Live. And he says, love what y'all are doing. I've made the switch from another local Dothan station. Thank you so much. This
is the only station you can win Gulf Coast Jam tickets to.
Whoa.
This is true.
I love it.
In the whole Wiregrass. You it.
And we appreciate that. We've had a long partnership with Randy, and it means the world to us because you truly are, and it's this way every single year. You strive to make it bigger, better, make it a event that people can go and enjoy with family and friends and make so many memories and the good times. These are times that when people look back on Gulf Coast Jam 5 and 6 and they go, oh my gosh, you remember the night we did so-and-so. And it is such a wonderful event. And you guys are truly mastering the execution, not just the awesome talent that you bring in, but the execution of having that many people in one place and it being so flawless in the way that it all goes down.
I'm going to send you a tip. That was nice.
Based on the conversation.
She's not normally nice, man. She normally asks me all these crazy, stupid questions.
She tries to trick you into telling us who's going to be there.
She does.
That's what
I'm waiting for that hook. I'm waiting for that hook right now. Come along in the back door and go.
Let me give her a second to gather her thoughts. Randy, what I've noticed in our years of working together and promoting Pepsi Gulf Coast Jam is that you always have the ticket holders' best interests at heart, not just in when you pick the artist, but you also make it convenient for them to conduct their business. You make it easy for them to go to the bathroom. You make it easy for them to find a great place to sit. You've really taken, I want to say, going to a concert to a whole new level. You're talking to a guy who went to shows when it was nothing but GA.
Way back in the 12s,
yeah,
13.
and you weren't, when TV was still in black and white. No, but you've really kind of put the ticket holder at the forefront of everything. This new ticket bracelet that you guys, the virtual ticket, you call it, I think, makes it, like Amy was saying, flawless.
It is.
Streamlined.
It made it very easy last year at Gulf Coast Jam and at Sand Jam. You walk in, you don't have to wait. To sit down and buy a hamburger used to take 4 minutes, 5 minutes to get through your transaction. Now you can get it done in less than a minute. So it's a good deal. It is. And we try to, and we care about our consumer. We call them, our jammers. So it's like, they're important to us. People worry about canceling shows. Our people know if we cancel a show, we refund money. We don't play with that. Sand Jam just canceled a couple of weeks ago. Everybody off thousands and thousands of tickets got refunded because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Not everybody can say that right now.
Jenny Carrico says, after listening, I think we may go. Great info.
Yeah.
And
good for you, Jenny.
Yeah, she is the owner of Wolfgang's here in Dothan, bakery and grooming. And of course, she is a sponsor of the Pollard and Dave show. And y'all, she's open, taking care of your pets and has the coolest. Randy, you need to get your doggy some of their organic treats that they
bake.
Can
you hear him in the background? He's very upset. He's upset with Daddy not paying attention to me. He's sitting there looking at me going,
I tell you what, though, you get him some of those fresh baked, organic baked pumpkin treats that Amy herself eats. For that dog, she loves
we know what Amy eats. I've seen Amy eat ants and grasshoppers.
Yes, you have. Yes, you
so
have.
We know what that woman eats.
That's right. Hey, listen.
A treat would be high class.
Randy, hold up. Let's talk about this for a minute.
All right.
Okay, so
turn this thing up so
here it comes.
The past, shut up, Dave. Don't give him any warning. In the past,
trust me, I have my cross ready to bear.
In the past, who would you say is the biggest artist that you've ever had at Gulf Coast Jam?
Oh wow! I mean, I would say Luke Bryan. Between Luke Bryan, I mean, geez, I don't know. Luke Bryan, Eric Church, Blake Shelton. At the year they played, they were at the peak of their game. I mean, so overall, I would have to say Luke Bryan overall.
So this year, the artist that you're going to bring in,
I'm not beating my dog. I just want everybody to know I'm not beating him. He's just
I heard him. So the artist that you're going to bring in this year,
big. I mean, this year at this time, he's the biggest artist that we've ever had at Gulf Coast Jam, bigger than Luke Bryan this year.
And when we play the record on the radio, could we play maybe some of his music later on?
You play his music a lot. A lot.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking so. And he is a he.
I know. I thought I just said that and I went, Jesus.
He is a he.
It is a he, but that narrows it down. There's only two she's that it could be, and
I know, right?
I've already had them, so that doesn't scare me too much. You're not close.
What we're going to do is we know that on May 5th, we're actually going to be able to have you on, and we're going to be able to talk about who it is that's going to be at Gulf Coast Jam.
Absolutely.
And people are going to want to go to the show. We say this every single year. I believe that because of everything we're going through right now, that I think your numbers are going to be bigger than ever because people are going to need to get out.
People have said that, but you know what? I don't even want to think that. I do want to think that, but I don't want to be about that right now because the truth of the matter is, it's just, golly, I mean, it's heavy and it's just sad. And
we do have to have something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
I'm with Amy on that, Randy. I am totally with Amy on that.
I mean, actually, when I did my Facebook Live yesterday to say everything what was going on, one question that came up was, is this just another distant kind of stance to eventually cancel? There's no way. I mean, I'm not going to say there's no way that it'll cancel because God knows everything's still in, but everything looks like it's not even going to be a problem. So that's not even the thought about this. This is not about canceling. This is 100% about respect. It's 100% about just being respectful. So
I agree.
We sell tickets to all 50 states. We sell tickets to 14 countries. I mean, we sell a ton of tickets to the UK. So how am I going to sit here and go? I mean, it's the worst. I mean, it's the worst epidemic in all of these places ever. And it's like, how do you sit there and get excited? It just, I mean, I want to bad. I want to shout it from the mountaintop because I've worked on this group of artists for a year and a half now. And it's like, it's time to drop this baby. But it's just not appropriate. I know.
Randy, Jenny says from Wolfgang's in Dothan, send your address and she's going to send a goodie package for your poor doggies.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, he is pissed right now. He is sitting here. It's like, and he is, my dog's an 8-month-old, or actually he's 9 months now, Rottweiler, 98 pounds. And he is nothing but a big old puppy that loves life. But if I'm not giving him attention when he wants it, and when he don't, he don't want nothing to do with it.
Here's the truth of the matter. Being in quarantine is hard on our pets too.
It is.
Right?
It is.
I mean, it's a change for them too, but they just love us and they just want to be with you. That's all it is. So it is about time for us to get on out of here for sure. Randy, we have enjoyed having you on. We're anxious to have you back on when you're ready to make the announcement on May 5th.
Here, I will give you a hint. He has hair.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Dang. Oh, I know exactly who it is.
He's not bald. He's not.
That's one of Dave's hints. That stinks. That's not even a hint.
But you see, I know
exactly who it is now.
Big round. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes.
I'm so sad now. It's not even a real hint.
Can I take a shot at a hint too? Can I take a shot at a hint?
Absolutely.
He plays music.
That's country music.
Oh,
I'm so done with y'all. I'm done with you. I'm over you too. Hey, listen, Randy, thank you so much for joining us. We love you so much. And our prayers for the festival and Gulf Coast Jam and for you personally, we're lifting you up, brother. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys
And
so much.
we are out of here. Thank y'all for hanging out with Pollard and Dave. We'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Don't forget Wiregrass Strong at 5 p.m. today, right here on the YouTube channel, again on Facebook Live with Brother Ricky. We love y'all. God bless you. Mwah. Bye, Randy.
Is spot leaving spots on the carpet? It's time to take control of your dog with Pollard's Piercing Dog Whistle. Pollard's Piercing Dog Whistle is guaranteed to end all your puppy problems. Rover's leg humping will no longer ruin your weekend cookouts. Just give Pollard's Piercing Dog Whistle a toot. And every pooch in 5 counties knows you mean business. Pollard's Piercing Dog Whistle. On sale every morning on B1053.
For 3 generations.
Bye.
That was great.